What's going on, you guys? It is Saturday, May 29th. Almost forgot the date. But we're gonna do some readings today. Kind of, you know, just like any other day. And we're gonna use the Wheel of Names. So that's exciting. But just wanted to let you know that these cats around me, if you hear that, please just ignore it because I can't do anything about it. So yeah. Now let's pick up the Wheel of Names, and I'm going to probably wait a little bit for people to get here so that we can kind of like have a list going first. How are you guys doing? This really isn't my hour, but we're gonna see how it works for us. Okay. Hi, Make-A-Wish. So make sure you guys are subscribed. I'm gonna be adding you to this list here, the Wheel of Names. It's really awesome. I already added you, Make-A-Wish. For sure. So if you guys are new, then subscribe, join us, get on this list here, and I'll add you. And we'll spin and we'll see who gets picked. I'm gonna pick a few people, quite a few. So just hang in there and wait for your turn. And if you get impatient, that's fine, I get it. But I do have a donations option for that reason. So if you get impatient, just go ahead and do that if you want. If you really need a reading today, I'm down, you know. Let's make it happen, you know. Joy, Anna, and Abby. What's up, you guys? Yeah, I'm gonna move that wheel, but I'm just gonna get a couple more people on this list first because, you know, it's only 3 of us here right now. Jenna. Nice. Yeah, hi. I miss you. I hope you're doing well. You just graduated? Oh my god, you guys. Jenna is a beast. I like can't even believe. Just let's all give her a round of applause. Seriously, because she's kicking ass in school. She just got her master's. It's like, what? And she's only 22. Telling you, this girl. I'm honored to have her as my moderator. But she might not be able to stay with us right now. That's fine. I'm glad you said hi. Glad you said what's up. And I'm glad you're on vacation because you deserve that shit. You know, seriously. Okay. Hi, Anne. Okay, I have 5 of you on this list. I'm just going to wait for a few more people to come in and then we'll start, okay? So for those of you that are new, we're going to do this Wheel of Names. And what we do is we spin this wheel and then it picks somebody for me instead of me having to pick, because then I don't want to like seem like I'm picking certain people, whatever. So it just makes it easier for me and for you. So and the wheel chooses very carefully. You know, if your name's called and you're not here, when you come back, if you do, you know, whatever happens, if you come back, you can be added back to the list. What I won't do is I won't go back and be like, oh wait, let's give you the reading you were called. If you're not here, then I'm going to skip you, but then we'll go back. Like if you want to be put on the list again, you just ask me and I'll put you on the list again if you when I call your name if you're not here. So when you come back, just ask me, hey, I don't know if I was called or not, but can I be put back on the list? And yes, you can. And then usually people that are called and then they leave and come back and are put back on, for some reason the Wheel of Names like picks certain people. Like if you leave and come back, it's probably still gonna pick you again. Like I don't know how that works, but every time that someone's picked, like, and they are not here, they're usually called at some point anyway, which is cool. So just keep that in mind. Like it's not all hope is lost or anything. Just get back on the list and you'll probably get chosen again. So really. Okay, so now I have Pink Star, Crystal Clear. Hi. Oh, the Aquarius? Jenna? Hi, Sophie. Okay, got you on the list too. Nice to have you here. I'm glad you're new. I'm glad you're here. It's nice to see new people here. That's awesome. I'm excited. So what we do here, Sophie, is, well, tonight at least, we're going to be doing the Wheel of Names, and I put you guys on this list, and then it spins, and it's really fun. Just watch and check it out. Hopefully it picks you because you're new. I really like to give new subscribers a chance, you know, to get a reading. And again, you guys, if you feel like, no, this is kind of like, I'm really impatient right now, I just want to get a reading, you can donate. That's an option. Of course, it's not required. So, you know, stick around and just hang out with us. You know, it's fun here. People are very supportive. It's a good environment. It's a good community. So thanks for being here. Okay, so we have 8 people on this list. 8 people. Let's shoot for another 2. Can we do another 2? We'll start. So every time I do this list, like I'll pick somebody, you know, I'll spin it, it'll pick somebody for me, thank God. And then I'll do the reading, and then after that, like I'll see if anyone new came. So don't, at any moment, like, don't ever like think that you're not on the list, because you are. If you're here, you're on the list. And you're not on the list if you're called and you're not here, then I'll take you off. But if you come back, just be like, hey, I was gone for a while, can I be put back on the list? I don't know if I was called or not, but, and I will put you back on, yeah. Okay, so yeah, any questions or anything? There is a description that you guys can check out too, and it should kind of explain things a little bit, just kind of how I did. So check that out if you're new here, and if you're returning too, just because you never know if there's like new stuff or like any information you need to know or anything. So I really appreciate you guys being here. I'm excited. I hope you guys are too. Yeah, we might just start with this 8 because screw it, right? It's like, I'm impatient. I'm impatient. That's why I was like, I know how it is to be impatient. I get it. So, oh, right on. 860. Nice. Cool. Yeah, I'm getting there. Hopefully soon. It's been a long journey, you know. It's been a good journey. Meet so many people and just have a good time and try to connect. Yeah, I get impatient too. I feel you on that one. So let's just go ahead and start then. I'm going to shuffle a little bit. It lets me shuffle your names. I don't know if you can see that. It's like, oops. Oops. Oh, it started anyway. Pink star, right on. See, I'm glad it chose somebody new. Okay, Pink star, are you here with us still? If so, please post your question and I will read it and we'll get going on this. We'll get started on your reading, okay? So, Pink star, I'm going to try to just generally connect with you. Mighty's official, hi. Join us, join this list, become a subscriber, get on this list. Mighty's official. It's fun. It's real fun. You'll like it. Okay. So I put you on this list. It's a wheel that I, you know, spin, and then it kind of chooses for you. So I just chose Pink Star. I don't know if she's here with us. We may have to skip her if she's not here. Her or him. I don't know. It could be a guy. You know, I don't know. So, Diana Lee? Is that your name? Diana Lee's Valdez. Hi. Okay. So, Pink Star, going once, going twice. We may have to skip you if you don't say something right now. That's how it is sometimes. If she comes back, she can be put on the list. And what's cool about the list, though, is that, like, the wheel, it chose her already, so, or him. It chose Pink Star already. So when she comes back, if she ever does, I'll put her back on and watch. It's going to choose her again. Just because that's how the wheel works. I don't know why, so. Oh, hi, Pink Star. There you are. Okay, go ahead and post your question. No problem. See, that's a situation where I can still, okay, yeah, because I haven't moved on and spun the wheel. When I spin the wheel next, that's when the turn's up, you know? So we didn't get to that point. You can still post your question. Yay, because you're new here, right? What will happen between me and Aries? Okay. We already have you waiting here. I don't like this card because it's like, I don't think you should wait for somebody or wait for anything. And, you know, you should be making things happen in your own life. If this person's keeping you waiting, it's kind of like they're already telling you what you need to know, which is basically, you know, they don't have time for it or whatever, you know, that it's just not worth your time, basically. But, you know, you could be being very patient or waiting for something to happen or something to progress, or no communication, right? So you're looking for some kind of communication. You're looking for anything really from them. So, oh, and thanks, Abby, for saying congratulations. I just noticed that right now. Secrets. You guys should go check out Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch. She's in the chat right here. If you guys don't already know her, you probably do. She's a great tarot reader as well. You guys should check her out. Seriously. Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch. She's right here in the chat. So check her out. She has a channel. Go and subscribe. Go spread that love. Go check her out, okay? Yeah, no problem. Of course. Of course. Have to. Have to, you know, you're a fellow rising tarot reader. It's just, it's the thing to do, you know? I feel like everyone should do that for each other because it's just, it's the thing to do. I mean, we're all in the same position, really, you know? We're all good. Like, we all deserve that, so I think. So, I mean, it is what it is, you know? Of course. Not a problem at all. Right, so Aries, I totally got excited. So Aries, yeah, so it seems like you're waiting for this person, and I don't know if that's like, you're gonna keep waiting or what. I mean, you do have free will to do that, but I just don't know if it's worth it. You know what I mean? So let's see. What else can we get about Pink Star and this Aries person, please? Pink Star and this Aries person. What do we need to know about Pink Star and this Aries person? Cards flying everywhere for you. Woo! But that's just me. Okay. Always flying everywhere cards. Okay, so, Ten of Pentacles. So you're waiting because you think that at some point this is going to be something stable, or maybe it was promised at some point that it was going to be something stable, and then now it's kind of just the way it is, and it's not, right? Because it's no communication. It's obviously, like, not good, you know, in your perspective of it. So, yeah, that makes sense why you'd be holding on to that, because it's like you thought it was going to be 10 of Pentacles. You said, yes, I did cut him out last month, but am wondering if he will communicate. Okay, so you cut him out. Interesting. So it seems like you're waiting around, though. You still want this to be a thing. Yeah, it's interesting. You stopped communication, but you want it to be a thing still. It's kind of like, I don't know, maybe you should have approached it different, but who knows? Let's see. I feel he will come back, I guess, you said. Yeah, and he probably will because, well, not necessarily. The devil's here saying that there is like a strong hook to the, you see how they're chained to this devil character? It's basically like a strong pull that is hard to just, you can't just like forget, you know? It's like, it's more than that. It's, and it kind of, it might be a bit unhealthy. It might mean the sex is really good. I mean, it doesn't have to be unhealthy, but usually, I mean, there's some level of toxicity here. Maybe there's dependency or codependency or something. I mean, there's just something here that isn't exactly like the most healthy, you know? So, just be careful with that. I mean, it seems like something that's like kind of keeping you waiting, and it's not like the most healthy thing, and you're here like hoping it's going to be the 10 of Pentacles, and it's just like you might be waiting in vain. But let's see, what are they doing right now? Like, what are they feeling about this? What is this person feeling about this? Well, good. So they do. Hi, Samuel, and hi, Twin Lioness. I will add you guys to this list right now, okay? When I'm done with this reading, I'm just doing a Pink Star right now, and I'll add you guys after this reading, okay? Thanks for joining us. Okay, so they actually do want a reunion, which is great. That's awesome. That's kind of what you are wanting to. So kind of maybe you're not waiting in vain, right? So here, the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. It could be an Earth sign person. Doesn't have to be, but we do have a lot of Pentacles here, and Capricorn, so which is Earth. So I mean, it could be an Earth sign, or you could be. But if not, then it's just basically this thing is like based off this idea of stability. Like you're hoping at some point it can be stable, and that's maybe what you guys had, you know, planned for. And so it looks like this whole thing is probably going to blow over soon. They want a reunion. That's at least what they want. And they want a new start with you. And they do want something stable as well, it seems like. Like, that's what they're focused on as well. Fire and water, okay. So it's basically just the stability then, the security, you know, the commitment part of it. That basically this, all the pentacles are coming out here for. Which I do feel like is a possibility because that seems like that's what he's wanting too. Which is great, you know, because that's what you're wanting. So, I mean, what is this devil card here for? What is this devil card here for? Just because we want something doesn't mean it's always the best thing, but I just mean, like, of course, it's probably, you probably like to hear that. And I like to say that because I hate to tell people, like, you know, your shit's gonna suck. But I will say that if that's what I see. You know, I'm not gonna not say that. But I'm glad that I don't have to right now. So what's this devil here for? The Star, Aquarius. Okay. Yeah. So maybe it's just saying basically, look, you have this pull to each other. You're chained to each other. Like in this connection, it's really not something you can just brush off. And so because of that, you're going to be able to have hope and come back together. The Ace of Cups too. It's like you guys do have love for each other. It's still strong. It's not gone away anywhere. It's not fading. You know, it's very strong still. So, I mean, you know, have faith in this. Just, you know, have hope. Don't ever give up on it. I mean, not ever, but don't give up on this for right now. And it doesn't seem like you're going to have to because I feel like this person does want a reunion as well. Let's see if they're going to try to reach out, though, because maybe because you know, cut it off, maybe that's why they haven't. Maybe they're like, I don't want to push it. But also another thing, the Empress here could mean pregnancy, so be careful with that. Totally forgot about that a second ago, and that's just something I need to mention because the Empress sometimes does mean pregnancy. It doesn't always, but it can, so just be careful, okay? So here we go. What's cool, though, is that it's next to the Queen of Pentacles. So, I mean, if you do get pregnant, it should be, like, you guys kind of are okay with that, you know? Or you have the means to do it. Like, you have the money or you have the, like, mental health, I guess, to do that. You have your shit together enough. It should be a stable thing. But, let's see if they're going to reach out. Or what do we need to know about communication between these two? Pink Star and this Aries person. Is his ex a Capricorn? Or do they have like some strong tie that you know it's always like been a problem in your relationship? Like they haven't ever been able to like stop talking because like they still have this strong bond too or something? Like is that why you think it's the devil is the ex? She's fire too. Okay. Okay, so what about communication between these two? Okay, yes. Okay, so yes, there will be communication. Now, I'll look at, you know, if we can find out kind of around what time, but I do see that somebody's going to have to take initiative here and make the first move and, like, you know, move forward on this because it's not just going to happen by itself, obviously. But I'm just saying, this is, you know, someone moving forward and coming towards you or you coming to them. Not sure yet, so we're going to look into that. This is, yeah, there's going to be cooperation. Exchanging of ideas, discussing things. It's going to be, you know, a conversation that's obviously, well, maybe it's not obvious to you, but to me it's obvious that it's going to be somewhat civil. You know, it's going to be, you guys are going to try to make it work somehow. You know, you're going to work together on it. So good. And maybe someone's leaving out some information or they don't get their questions answered like all the way completely, or like somebody's withholding. Maybe they're just not comfortable really emotionally or talking about their emotions, whatever it is. It's like, hi, Clarissa. So, yes, I will add you right now, okay, when I'm done with this one. So, but for some reason, the reason I'm saying that is because for some reason, somebody's left there hanging kind of like wanting more information. Like, can't really make a move without this information. They might, but they just don't feel right about it. Like, it feels like they're still waiting for something else. You know, they just want, they don't get it all the way. They're just still kind of, you know, and they're waiting for that, you know, again. Seven of Pentacles, again, this is the first card you got, remember? So it's important. Somebody, probably on both sides. So one of you is waiting now, one of you is waiting later. You guys are very, like, passive in a way, you know, with each other. It's like, you don't, like, assert yourselves. You'll just kind of sit there and wait for something to happen. You don't just go, like, look, I don't really feel comfortable with this, and that's what you need to start doing, because this, you don't want to wait forever. He might not ever come around and notice that you're feeling that way, or you to him. You know, it's like you have to kind of communicate. You will have many opportunities to do that though, and that's the thing. That's why I'm encouraging you to open up to each other and to communicate, because this is the Ace of Swords, which means there is going to be many opportunities for you guys to communicate. Like, this is put here because it's going here. Here's an opportunity. I'll make it real easy for you, you know? You just have to do it, you know? So just try to do that. Try to open up. If you want to be with this person, I mean, be real with them. Like, why not? Be serious about this. Like, open up. It's difficult for some people. They have little, you know, I'm the same way. I have little things about myself that it's hard for me to open up to. But it gets in the way, let me tell you. It gets in the way of connecting with the person in your relationship. Like, it's not a healthy thing. It's not good. So you gotta figure out what that is, and if you can deal with that and like fix that with therapy somehow. I mean, because it's not a good thing, you know. I can personally say that it doesn't help when you need to kind of do that, when you need to open up. So here, Pink Star, basically you're gonna have to open up to this person, and yeah, and them too, exactly. It's just, you know, you're going to have many opportunities to do that. So good, you know, just try to do that. Try to work on that more. Before you even get this chance, maybe you should practice some things you're going to say, how you're going to say it, you know, get comfortable with it now, because you're going to need to do this. I mean, it's important. Like, this is basically the main thing in your reading is, yes, you will have communication, to answer your question, but even more so, it's the type of communication you guys are going to have that is more important. It's like, you need to change it up. You need to actually be real with each other, so there's no confusion and no one waiting. You know, you don't need to like stall each other any longer. Just kind of open up to the person. I wouldn't even be nice, good, yeah. I wouldn't even say I would even say that you should probably take the initiative, just because you were the one who cut it off, but also because, you know, why not just start now? You know, why wait for them to take the initiative when you're getting this reading, and you know, you guys have to stop doing that. You have to stop waiting. So just do it, you know? You should just start it. Because they're probably sitting there like, I don't want to like push this and make her hate me or whatever. So let's see when this should happen. Well, I mean, I would say right away. If you're strong about it, if you already know, like, you want to be with this person and make it work, go do it. Go make it work. The Lovers. Look at that, Gemini. The Lovers. So yeah, I mean, this is definitely, it's a good idea. I mean, I think you're fine. You should just go do it right now. Why not? Right, so here's the thing about that. People are weird, you know? People are weird. He might not know what it is. He might know what it is, but you can't really expect him to know what it is if you haven't told him. He might just be a stupid boy who doesn't know. I mean, I'm just saying, why don't you just assert yourself and tell him what it is that's bothering you? And, you know, or you could just be like, not tell him, because we don't have to tell people what our boundaries are, and if they don't get it, then bye. You know what I mean? Like, but the thing is, thank you. That's what my boyfriend said earlier. He's like, orange looks good on you. You're not on the wheel yet, but I'm gonna add you right now, okay? But yeah, it's this thing of like, you have to do it, you have to assert yourself, and you have to tell him, you know, what it is, and, you know, however he responds to it, you know what I mean? It's like, it's important though that you communicate. That's what I'm saying here. It's like, you need to start communicating with each other. And if that's starting, you know, I know you feel probably like this like pride, or like this kind of like, no, he needs to figure it out, but he might not. That's the thing, and it might not be the way you want it, so you might as well just go and tell him, look, here's my problem, and if you don't fix this, it's gonna be a problem. Like, you know, that's just, hopefully he'll be able to understand that and respond in a way that you know, that is good for you. But I think you should just approach him on it, honestly, because you can't just, like I said, this whole thing is saying you guys are waiting on each other, and that's what I'm saying. Bad idea. You can do that, but I wouldn't expect him to like figure it out, you know? I get where you're coming from, though. I do. I understand where you're coming from, but it's like, I think you should just make it, you know, just go and do it. Just go and tell him, look, this is the problem. So if you can't understand that, you know, however you need to say it, but good luck to you. I think you should start today, right now, if you want, you know? I really don't think there's anything that you have to wait around for anymore, you know, to make it happen. So it's up to you. Whenever you want to do that, I think you should do that. So, Clarissa. Jorlin. Secrets. Pinky, Witchy, Martin, 50. Oh, 50 Martin. Fuck. I was like, am I getting that name right? Okay. Pinky, Witchy, 50 Martin. Sarah X. Can you guys just give me a quick like to this video? It would really help me out a lot. It really helps me out when people like the videos because it tells YouTube that people are liking it, and then they want to show other people, so we can get some more people up in this. Let's do it. I'd really appreciate that, you guys. Samuel, twin lioness. I think there was one. Oh no, wait, Samuel was before that. Okay. Clarissa, Jenna, Sarah, Secrets, Pinky with Pink Star, Mighty's official, I got you already. Okay. All right, right on. And thank you guys for liking. So yeah, got everybody on this list. It's Joyanna, Ann May, Make-A-Wish, Abby, Jenna, Sophie, Crystal Clear, Mighty's Official, Danelise Valdez, Clarissa Jorlim, Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch, Pinky Witchy 50 Martin, Sarah X, Samuel UK, and Twin Lioness. Did I miss anyone? Let me know now if I missed anybody. Good? Anyone? Okay. Let me shuffle. I really want to mix it up. See, the thing about the wheel is, like, it already knows who it's going to choose, too. That's the thing, like, that's cool. Oh. Sophie. Woo! Sophie. Okay, Sophie. Hi, Sakina. Yes, I will add you. Sakina, so you'll be there for the next spin, okay? Katarina. Hi, you guys. Katarina Whitmore. So you guys that are new here, what this is a wheel of names. I'm going to put you guys on it. It's a website. I don't own the rights to it or anything. Oh, it's a spammer. That sucks. Weird. I'm good on that. Jenna, are you able to do something about that? Because I can't with this platform, I don't think. Yeah, I mean, I'm down. Oh, well, Jenna's here still, so if Jenna can't be here anymore, oh my god, you're so funny. I just want to keep you here just because you're entertaining. That person. Occult crimes. What the fuck? Is so many... God, people have nothing better to do. Okay, so, that sucks. I thought Katarina is, like, close to my name. I was, like, excited. I was excited about that. Okay, so, now that we have all these distractions in our way, did Sophie say anything? Okay, Sophie. Did you post already, or... Just post again, yeah. Aww. Why? Why does my nose freak you out? Because you know what? I can breathe better than most people because it's bigger, you know? That's what I like about it, so. COVID and everything, people are like dying because they can't breathe. It's like, I'm good, you know? I'm good. Can you post again, Sophie? When you have haters, you must be doing something right, right? It's all good. Watermelon. Where do all these people come from? I don't even know. It's just like whoosh all of a sudden. I've never had that happen before like that. But hey, there's 22 up in here, 21 now. But I'll take it, you know? Did someone just make up a bunch of accounts? Like, what the hell? Some of these people, dude. Wow, okay. Yeah, that's true. I'm in need of a good rape. The fuck? Whoa, somebody's got their mind in the gutter. Yeah, I know, it's funny. Okay, I'm glad you guys are here though, thanks. Now there's all these people in the chat. And it's YouTube's just getting notified that people are enjoying this, so good. Where's Sophie? I totally, sorry, lost you. Let's see if I can find your question. Okay, no. See if I can find your question. Sophie, you said no. I don't see you. I see you, but I don't see. I see, hi, I'm new here. I don't see your question. Yeah, I don't see your question. Oh, I have a crush on a Capricorn. I stopped talking to him, but I really like. What is he thinking about? Can we just get the door? Okay, so what is this Capricorn thinking about? This is what you want to know, right, Sophie? I haven't even been reading all of these. Okay. I know, right, Samuel? I can't ban them because I don't have a certain platform on right now. I don't think I can. I'm enjoying this because I have more people in the chat, and then that just tells YouTube that people are enjoying this, and then it just sends it to more people and shows it on their feed so that they can see it too and join us. So good. Thanks. Keep it coming, you guys. Doesn't bother me at all. I love it. I love the traffic because I need it. Hi, Angela. So, okay. What does this Capricorn think of you? What does this Capricorn think of you? Okay, let's see. What does he feel for you? What does this Capricorn feel for Sophie? What does this Capricorn feel for Sophie, please? What does this Capricorn feel for Sophie? Ooh, Joe! Look at that. If you don't know what that means, Sophie, I'm here to tell you. It means you guys actually connect pretty well. I mean, I don't know why you think that they don't like you or whatever. You said, I want to know if he cares or what. I really like him. I stopped talking to him. I never had a relationship with him. He is a crush. Right. So what did you say before? What was your question? It was like, I have a crush on Capricorn. I stopped talking to him, but I really like. Okay, so there's no reason really to believe that he doesn't like you, you know, and maybe you're not thinking that yet, but it seems like he does. I mean, it seems like it's not necessarily likes you. It's basically, I mean, usually Two of Cups is like, come on, it's romantic, but with this, it's really just saying you guys connect very well. You guys like see eye to eye, right? Like literally, you guys get along. You guys have a lot of the same likes, dislikes, and desires, values, maybe, you know, plans, goals, things like that. It's like you guys just agree, you guys connect and flow, and it's like you don't disagree on much, you know, so it's good. Hi, you guys. Aw, thanks. I don't even know what you're saying, but thank you for coming. I'm glad. I'm glad you're here. Maybe you guys need a reading? Someone does. I mean, that's a little troublesome. It's kind of like crazy. Okay, you guys are having a real good time, huh? Okay, so here's the thing about this. We get fear. Somebody, okay. So is it like disappointment from the start? Like, what is this? I mean, we do have lovers here, Gemini, but also, if it's not Gemini, it's just the lovers. Like, you guys could be potential lovers, or there's that feeling there, there's that potential. But somebody has fear. Well, it's probably because somebody's been hurt in the past. Someone's been hurt in the past and can't make a decision now. Like, they don't know. They just fear probably being hurt again, you know? And they're disappointed by love. They're looking at it negatively, you know? So it's kind of like hard to reach this person, which is really not unusual for a Capricorn anyway. It's like they don't really talk about emotions just so readily. It's not just, they're not open just like that. Kind of like Scorpio, but for other reasons, I guess. Like Capricorn in general, it's going to take a long time for them to really open up, you know? Like, and really be like telling you how they feel. So it could take a while for them to warm up to you, you know? Earth tends to be slower, but not always. I mean, but with Capricorn, usually. So if you're not getting anything in response to, you know, or you're not really communicating with them, you said yourself, but if you're not like getting anything from them soon enough, or you feel like they just aren't interested, that might not be the case, you know? It could just be that basically they're a Capricorn and they really don't know how to like open up all the way like that. But I also think that they've been hurt in the past and that they're obviously afraid to kind of open up. So it's not just like them being a Capricorn, it's also like literal things they've gone through. So give it some time, you know? You have to get to know this person first. That's the thing. Let's see what they think of you. Because I do think that they feel something for you, which is interesting that you stopped talking to them. Hopefully it wasn't for any like reason or something they did, and maybe it's just because you feel like you shouldn't keep, you know, pushing when you feel like you're not getting anything in return or something. But like, just know that it's going to take some time, you know? See? Have hope. The star. Have faith, you know? Don't give up on this. It could be something good. It has potential to be something really great, actually, is what I feel with the star here. You know? That's always a good sign, for sure. I think you should just keep going for it, honestly. Like, you shouldn't have stopped talking to them. I mean, why not, you know? It's just like, there's hope. I really do think that they are interested, though. Two of Cups, they're just afraid, you know? And they don't really... They're not going to make a decision anytime soon, honestly. Like, you should just be, like, patient. You really just... That's all you can really do is be patient here. Because you're not going to get what you want, like, right away, really. It's going to be hard to get them to... But see? Once you do, you get this King of Cups, which is, like, a caring, supportive man, you know? Or basically just a, you know, a very supportive, nurturing, comforting person. And also the Hierophant, which is commitment. So, I mean, good, yeah. This could definitely be something committed. You're going to have to wait a little bit. I mean, it's going to take some time for them to really open up. I don't even know where you're at. You said, exactly, I thought he didn't care. Yeah, so that's the thing. Like, it's going to take him some time. He may not even trust it yet. Like, he's not going to be making the first move anytime soon, I don't think, you know? Yeah, I mean, I don't really know how to do that, though. How do you guys can't just, like, silence someone? I could probably do it on my phone. Now you guys are annoying my viewers. That's not cool. So let's see if we can figure this out really quick. Did you change my password again? Yes, you did, because it's signed out on my thing. What?
Where's the camera?
It's right here. Okay. Thank you.
Did it work?
Thank you. Oh, thanks, Jenna. Yeah, I see that. I see that you did that. Thank you. Yeah, you did that real quick, didn't you? Damn. That was really quick. Okay, so let's see if I can, because on here it's just still showing me all of them. So I have to look at my phone really quick and see like who's actually here. Nikita, okay. Wow. I know, I'm sorry, Sophie. I know, Joyanna, this is bullshit. I just don't want to let it bother us, you know, because it's like then they win. It's like let's just like forget about it, you know. All we know is that they're obviously bored as fucking immature with shit. Who is it? I think someone's at the door. I don't know. Oh, my boo is at my door. Okay. So I'm so sorry, you guys. Let's just continue and just not let these fuckers bother us because ew, you know, like they like us that much, so doing something right, you know? Okay, so I think this is gonna be a lover. If you're patient enough, Sophie, right? Like you kind of just have to be patient. You have to just put in time with this person because they really, I think they are interested in you, but it's like they're not gonna show it. I mean, that's just how they are. They're not gonna show it right now. So let's see. Anything else we need to know? But it's saying have hope. It's saying like hang on to this. Like don't just like give up on this for real. Like I don't think you should give up on it. I think it is going to be something solid if you put in the time. Of course, you guys, you know, getting together might change some things, but I really don't think so. It seems like there's commitment potential. So really just give it a shot, you know. It's going to take some time though, know that for sure. So if you're an impatient person, you're going to feel like they don't like you, and it's just like, I mean, not much you can really do about that. Honestly, you just got to give it its time. So let's see if we can find out anything else, though. I think they are interested, though. So, anything that we need to know about the connection in general? I kind of just want to leave it at that, but let's see. I feel bad that you kind of got interrupted. So let's see. Anything else? 6 of Wands. Okay. This could end up being, we have the 3 of Swords here, okay? So this could end up being something similar to what you've seen before in relationships, or it's just basically like, with the World here, it's kind of like a cycle, you know? It's something circling back around, and it's like, but, and it's like public too, like people know about it, hear about it, or just like gossip about it maybe. I mean, I don't know, but it's getting attention. And it's heartbreak, and then it's also like this thing that kind of reminds me of like either a cycle, like something you've done before personally in your life, or like a cycle that keeps happening in relationships, like that you keep attracting the same type of person or relationship, or it's basically saying like you're gonna keep going back to this person, or they're gonna keep going back to you. It's gonna be like a thing where it's in now, and it just kind of circulates back around, and it's like you need to break that because this heartbreak here is not going to change, you know. Like I hate to say that, but it's like it might end up being something like similar to what you've seen in the past, and that could be why you're attracting it, because that's all you know how to really attract, you know. Like you might want to ask yourself why you're interested in the person. Like if you feel like you're waiting, you don't want to do that, there might be a reason for that, you know? I mean, maybe that's the difference. Maybe that's the change that you're going to be doing this time, you know? And maybe you shouldn't wait. I mean, I don't know. I feel like it's a good thing to wait around. Like, I always tell people not to wait, you know? But because it's showing potential for commitment, and because they're a Capricorn, it's going to take them a little bit of time. Maybe you're the one who's going to fuck this up just because of your habits or whatever, like the unhealthy part of it. Maybe you are going to set it up for yourself. It's kind of like a self-fulfilling thing, you know, sometimes. We look at somebody and we think like, or we look at people and think like we don't trust people, right? So then we want to prove to ourselves that we can't trust people. So we set up these little things to happen for us to get kind of like hurt, and then we're like, see, I told myself I couldn't trust the person, I was right. Do you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's something like that. Because to me, honestly, from their side, I feel like it's a good option to go for. And then so this is coming out, and I feel like maybe this is a pattern of yours. Not blaming you, but just saying like, has this happened to you before in the past to where you're like, yeah, I totally know what you're talking about, or is this like alien to you? Because if it is, then that's not good. But maybe it is just them then. Or your situation. Maybe it's not them. Maybe they're not a bad person, but it just doesn't work out. For some reason, there's heartbreak and loss. Maybe it's just the loss of, you know, not communicating with them now, and then it means you guys will come back around together and talk later. Kind of like how it's saying you have the potential to. It really is kind of up to you to allow them into your life again. Like you said, you kind of told them to fuck off in a way. You stepped away. They didn't like step away or anything. You kind of did that. So if you come back around, see Two of Swords, so you're not... Yeah. If you want this to be something, you definitely have to approach it. You know what I mean? Because you are closed off right now. Like you said, you're the one who stopped talking to them, but the thing is, like, if you don't talk to them, it's never going to be anything. I think you should go for it. Judgment's here again, so it's... Fuck, I'm back and forth. It's telling me that, like, you should be careful. You should use your better judgment on this one. But again, maybe it's just saying, like, use your better judgment on what you're doing, you know? Don't do the same things you've done in the past, like unhealthy behaviors in your past relationships. Because you could be kind of creating this for yourself again, you know? Hope not, but... Am I buffering right now? Because on my phone I am. But people keep commenting, so I'm guessing I'm not. Okay, cool. So yeah, I honestly feel like you can go for it and it'd be fine. But for some reason it's telling you judgment and it's telling you to watch out. But it keeps saying Hierophant. But you're back and forth on that. Okay, so I'm gonna leave it at this. It's really kind of up to you. You're a bit wishy-washy on the situation. You're weighing your options. You don't know if it's a good idea or not, which I understand why, because it's like you feel like he doesn't like you. You feel like he's not engaging, and that's discouraging. But the Ace of Cups is here again, and so is the Hierophant. So I feel like this really could be something. Like, if you want it to be, it could be. You're going to have to be a little patient. You're going to have to do something that you don't usually do in relationships, which maybe being patient is one of them. Hello. But, you know, maybe there's other things. Like, let's see what other things there are. There's some things that maybe you need to do a bit different this time around. And I'm not saying, like, don't be yourself. I'm just saying, like, there's some toxic habits probably that could be diminished or, you know, eliminated probably. 5 of Swords? Okay. So you get mean, you get angry, you get bitter, you get nasty. Is that what it is? Or do you attract people like that? Because it seems here with the 5 of Swords, I really can't look at it as anything that's, like, good. I mean, it seems like just a character of somebody who wants to win. Like, maybe when you get mad, like how you said, you stopped talking to him, right? And, like, because he wasn't engaging or you didn't feel like he liked you and stuff. So maybe you got a little fucking angry inside. You're like, you know what? Screw it. Like, fuck him, you know? And it's like, you gotta curb that a little. You gotta be a little more patient than that and understand where the other person's coming from, you know? It's not always against you. It's not always, you know, to be like that towards you. The Tower. So this kind of tells me this is where it's fucked things up for you in the past, you know? You're like, fuck it, but I'm gonna leave them before they leave me. I'm not gonna be left in the dust. I'm not gonna be made to feel stupid, you know? I'm gonna go and do it first, you know? Screw them. And you've kind of jumped the gun sometimes, I feel like, you know? That's the thing it's saying to you is don't do that. Don't do that. Again, be patient with this person. It's a Capricorn too. It's not only be patient, but it's, hey, because you have this tendency to kind of fly off the handle, you know? Man, Sophie. Such a sweet name. You wouldn't think it would be like that, but it's funny. That's so funny. Just, you know, try to be more patient, girl, because I think it could be something committed for sure, but it's going to be up to you, of course, and them, but, you know, I think it's really balls in your court at this point. You got to talk to them first to have them in your life. You know, get it started, get it going. Be around them more. Get them used to you, you know? Maybe they'll trust you sooner if you're around them more often, because they'll, like, get to know you and stuff, so that's my advice for you on that. And I hope that works out. I hope, you know, let me know what happens in this next week, this next month. Let me know if they talk to you more, you talk to them and open up and see if they kind of start talking to you more. No, I'm not calling you out. Or maybe, I mean, I don't know. That's not what I'm trying to do. But in a way, I mean, I'm just trying to give you the best advice with these cards. I'm not going to sugarcoat it, you know? And I think you could appreciate that just because I'm not going to tell you, like, it's all going to be butterflies and rainbows. Because that's not helpful, you know? It's like, okay, I could have just told myself that, you know? Okay, so, who are all these new people? Morgan, I see you. I know there's a lot of people here. Okay, let's see. Destiny. Nikita. The Princess. Joey. Oh no. Never mind, you're just another one of those. Craziness. I got you guys. I know. Heather. Love. Love. I love your name, love, love. I do. I love that word. That's my favorite word. So, yay you. I don't know if Audie, if you're wanting a question or if you're just saying that, but I'll definitely add you if you're interested. Okay, so I'm gonna read out the list right now, and whoever's not on it, just let me know, okay? I have Diana Lise Valdez, Clarissa, Samuel, UK, of course, Jenna, Pinky Witchy 50 Martin, Mighty's Official, Abby, Crystal Clear, Twin Lioness, Sarah X, Make a Wish, Secrets, Anne May, Joanna, Sakina, Morgan, Destiny, Nikita, the Princess, Heather, and Love Love. Anyone I miss? Did I miss anybody? Let me know. Yeah, you're on the wheel, Abby. Yes, you are. Oh, nice. Right on. Okay, I don't think I missed anyone. Twin Lioness, I just received your donation. Thank you. So, we're gonna have to wait on the wheel for a second, you guys. Or we can do it now and see who's next, but then you guys will have to wait longer. I think you should just... And then you won't want to do it. I don't know. Maybe you will want to do that. I know it's exciting, though. But let's see. Twin Lioness. What is Jesse's current intentions for me? He is a Taurus. I'm a Leo. Gotcha. Okay. Jesse's current intentions toward me. He's a Taurus. I'm a Leo. Ooh, fixed signs there. Stubborn. When you guys argue. Okay, so. And thank you, by the way, for the donation. I do appreciate you. Let's get your reading What is Jesse's current intentions for me? He's a Taurus, I'm a Leo. Okay. What is Jesse intending to do with Twin Lioness? What are his current intentions with her? He's a Taurus. What are his intentions with this Leo? Okay. It's okay. This is Antoine.
Hey, you guys.
Pisces. Okay. So, sadly, Seven of Swords, which means there's something being hidden. And then also, you're left waiting there kind of for more information, maybe. For more, you're not really sure what the fuck you're dealing with. You know, maybe that's why you're here asking. And here we have... we have Ten of Pentacles, so it's kind of like, is there money involved? Do you guys have this business venture going together, some kind of idea that's making money, or do you have money that they're maybe trying to steal, or valuables that they're trying to steal, and maybe pass it off as like, I want something committed and stable, but really you have stuff that I want that I'm going to start taking without you knowing, or maybe just by being with you, they're going to, you know, have benefits from that. So let's see. Because, I mean, Seven of Swords and, like, Ten of Pentacles, you can only imagine somebody has something of value, and it's like, and maybe they're trying to pass it off like they're wanting something stable. I said not that I know of, okay. Ten of Pentacles again, so I feel like they're trying to pass it off as something that they want to be Ten of Pentacles, you know, type situation, like stable, committed, and, you know, secure. But let's see. What's the Seven of Swords here for? Death. There's going to be a big change, and that's, maybe they're not like this right now. You know, maybe this isn't how it is now. Well, there's current intentions, though, so, I mean, it's going to be a big change, though. It's almost as if a death had occurred when this happens. It's probably because you didn't realize it was happening. When you do, it's like, what? Like, that changes things for me completely. Like, I can't even see this the same now. What is the death here for? What is death here for? You have no idea what you're in for. And not like it's gonna be something, it's gonna be shocking though, I feel like, you know, it's gonna be like right then and there. Things have changed just because of the information you find out. Like, just, it cannot be the same. Almost as if a death had occurred. You can't go back. It's changed now for life. And that's this situation. It's like when you find this out, it's like, what? You know? And it's just like, everything's changed now, drastically. And you can't go back, because that's just the way it is now. Wow. What is the Hanged Man here for? Keeping you waiting, keeping you thinking it's, you know, they want to make it work and be something. That's what I thought before I pulled that card. I thought, like, they want to, like, keep you there, you know, keep you thinking it's worth it, or gonna be something. And then the reunion card, so yeah, it's like they're gonna want, yeah, I can't get the toothpick, yeah. They're gonna want to keep you there, like telling you whatever they need to tell you, I guess, to make that a thing, to make it like, so that you feel like it's, you know, so that you stay there. Which is like, ugh. Okay, anything else we need to know about this? Yep, girl. This is happening because obviously it's supposed to, so that you can learn from it and progress. You know, that's a lot of, you know, fated karmic connections. It's kind of like, it's not always the best thing. Jenna was actually the one who told me about karmic connections, and I was like, how do I not know about this? Like, I've heard of this before, but I never looked into it, and yes, it's a thing. Like, but the thing is, like, you're supposed to learn from it. And whenever I see the tower in a, like, couple, kind of, in a relationship reading, it's like, I usually feel like that's a fated connection, or like a connection where you're supposed to learn from it. Like, there's changes you need to make, and you don't make those changes, so guess what? You're gonna have to go through something, or I'm going to change everything for you at once. So you have to kind of like, that's hard, that's difficult. But like you grow from that, you know, and you get back onto your path because of that. Because it's like you weren't going to make the changes yourself. So the tower comes in and goes, boom, I'm going to change every single fucking thing in your life so that you have to start over, you know, so that you can like recenter yourself and get back on your path for your highest good. So, you know, you're kind of like weighing your options here. You don't feel like, you don't know where to stand with it. You don't feel like secure with it. Even though they're trying to push this security, you don't feel that. You already know it's not like genuine, or you already know it's not right. Something isn't right. So, and then I feel like here with the Five of Cups, it's kind of like you're looking at the negative. And that's the thing, like there still is positive here, these 2 cups, but with these 2 cups, you have to do something different. You can't just keep pouring them out and getting the same thing, because you'll be left disappointed, obviously. You know, you'll be left with the same kind of disappointment, and you can't do that. That's why the Tower's here, by the way, because it wants you to change, it wants you to do something different, and it doesn't want you to feel this way again and again and again. It wants you to like see it for what it is and make the changes you need to make. So I mean, go ahead and do that. There's probably other changes too that you need to make that you haven't made, and obviously those are trying to be made now, and hopefully you'll be able to see what those things are, understand what, you know, it's trying to tell you. But one of them is probably just noticing that this person isn't for you and things like that. You know, you probably dated people that have used you before, no offense, but I mean, it's just like, this seems like a thing that you need to change, like a pattern possibly. So, what the fuck? It's, I was like, what is that over there? Like, that's what Okay, so, okay, so, yeah, I just think that, you know, this is happening for a reason. You're supposed to change some things about yourself and about the way you approach relationships, and especially this, you know, this relationship. There's something ain't right about it, and I feel like you already kind of feel that way, so I feel like this person's shady, really. I mean, you can't trust them. They're trying to pass it off as, like, make you feel comfortable, and that's the worst, because it's like, ew, like, you're trying to trick me. Like, you want me to believe and trust in you, and like you're not trustworthy at all, and you know it from the start. I hate that shit in motherfuckers. Like, ew. So yeah, let's see, any advice for you though, anything that, you know, that's another thing about the Five of Cups though, those 2 cups there that says like, okay, you could still, like, they're still good in this situation. The first thing is that you can do something different, and there's still like hope for you. It's not like this is the last person you're gonna date and it's all over now, you have to be negative about love. No, you still have these 2 cups here, but if you just keep doing the same thing, it's like you're gonna get the same result. So it really is up to you. But that's the cool part about it. That's the thing that is positive about it. You know, there's still positive there in those 2 cups, and it's really just up to you what you do with it, you know? Realizations, something coming to light. Maybe this is you taking the sword in your life, or having a conversation with yourself and kind of realizing what it is. Like, being straight with yourself. Look in the mirror, like, look, this is what it is, bitch. You gotta get it through your head, you know? I'm saying you saying this to yourself. Like, get straight with yourself, you know? Stop being in this illusion. But it's difficult because they're putting you there, you know? And I know how difficult that can be. Like, how difficult that is. I hope this isn't too much of a shock to you. Even if it is, you know, you're gonna have to do it on your own still. I know even me saying this right now might not be enough for you to really see it for what it is and understand and really believe it even, you know? But just, girl. I'm telling you. I was gonna say, it's almost like I was starting to doubt myself, and then, so, no, I'm sticking to it. But also, I'm telling you, it's like, it wants you to see it for what it is. It's going to be up to you if you do or not. Sometimes it's difficult to do that, but I feel like they're going to fuck it up for themselves. Because with the Ace of Swords here, it's like there's going to be a opportunity for communication, and maybe they're going to tell on themselves. Maybe you're gonna see a side of them that's like, ew, wait, ugh, I didn't even know you were like that. Like, maybe she was right. Now I'm starting to look differently at this person. Like, that's kind of weird that you would say, like maybe they say something that the communication or something, I don't know, but it is going to come to light. And it, with the two death cards there, it is going to be a bit shocking, unfortunately, but maybe that's the shock you need. You don't need a subtle, like, hint of information, because then you might just think it's nothing. You kind of need that, wake up, you know what I mean? Like, look, this is what it is, no denying, it's like, yikes, okay, well, I guess I can't deny it. And that kind of is easier sometimes in a way, because you don't have to question. You're just like, that is not right, So anyway, let me know how this goes for you. Let me know in the next week or the next month what's going on with this. I'd really like to know, okay? So, good luck to you. Oh, I see. Okay. Let's see. Gail. Okay, the princess. I see that. Okay. And Vanessa. Yes. Okay. Okay, so we have, the twin lioness I just did, Gail, and then Vanessa. I see you. Okay. Okay, so I don't know why I did. The princess. What is your question? Thank you, you guys, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. That's awesome of you. Let's get your readings going for sure. What's coming towards me in love? I love this question. What's coming towards me? It's just so funny to me because it's like almost as if you don't have a choice. Like, but no, I know what you mean. You just want to know what's is love in the air. I was with the Taurus, but he just like ghosted me, and the Libra is a jerk most days. Okay, so there is a situation. It's not just like what will, it's like what's gonna happen with these fools, Is that what you're saying? Or, well, okay, let's see. I said it was this month? Shit, I don't remember that. See, I do my readings, I kind of forget sometimes what I say. Like, I'm just in it, and then, like, somebody told me one time, like, yeah, you predicted that it would be the 10th of the month, and it was, or something, and I was like, oh, right on, It's like, I mean, I'm not lying when I see what I see, but it's like, I don't remember sometimes what I've said. And then sometimes I do remember exactly the story, but I don't always, So I don't even remember saying that to Jenna, Because it's just like, I'm in it at the time, and that's like, obviously you remember because it's the reading, but. Okay, so let's see. What's coming for you in love? Okay. What's coming for the princess in love? The princess in love. First of all, you have your shit together. That's good. It's not like you need someone, which is, good. It's you don't need someone, like, you have your own back. And you can also offer it to others. It's not like you're greedy. It's not like you need it. Just, you're totally like 4 pentacles, penny pincher, like needing to save every little, you're willing to kind of like offer things out when they need it, or, to help people, kind of encourage like sharing and like giving, and that's your energy. So good. So, I mean, in that way, I feel like it's kind of saying, like, you're ready for a relationship because you don't need one, You don't need one for your stability, and that's the best time to be in one. You shouldn't be in one when you're, like, really needing, like, when you're really needy, because you're going to get with the person who's wrong, Like, you're going to get with someone to fulfill that, and it's like, that's not, you know what I mean? You can't, that's unhealthy. So good. You seem to be more ready for it, and these guys that you have in your life obviously are not, or they're just not the one. Like, when I first was pulling cards for you, or when I was first shuffling, I got this thing in my head of, like, you deserve better, you need to, like, start dating people that you, like, and also I think because you said, what you had said about those two, and it just, like, occurred to me that, like, you need to, like, start dating people that are better for you, like, you just need to X those two out completely, you know what I mean, because ew, like, no, that's not even, you don't need to deal with that, you know what I mean? I know it's harder than that, but like, it's just, I wish you could see that. Obviously, it's easy for me to say on the outside looking in, but that's, you know, what it's saying here is you're ready for a serious relationship and you're ready to be mature in one, and I think you just need that person too, you know, because you really need to have that matching, you know. But the situation here is a bit confusing and clouded for you. Like, it's just, there's no clarity here. I mean, you might not even believe this yourself. Like, you're not the most healthy person you might think, or, you know, what I'm saying to you about how you're ready and you're mature, you might kind of not believe that yourself or for some reason. And the communication with people is not clear either. Maybe that's the, you know, the ghosting thing. It's like, obviously you're left confused, you know, and the moon is just not a clear thing. It's clouded judgment, clouded thinking, and you're sitting here like in this cloud of fucking confusion. Basically, you're just, you don't know what the fuck it is, or what it's you don't know what it is. You don't know what you're looking at, what you're dealing with, or what to do about it. You know, so makes sense, and it has to do with communication. Explain this though. Is this having to do with her communication or other people? Like, what do you want to say about this with the Ace of Swords and the Moon? Okay. Hang on. What is this decision? Yeah. So, even though you're ready for a relationship, I would say, maybe you're, okay, you know, that's how I perceive it, but maybe it's like not just yet, not quite, because of the people you're attracting and how you're not attracting people that are like you. That maybe there is something else that you need to do, just a little more healing you need to do, you know, because this is you kind of like waiting there to be enlightened. You want some more information. So that tells me you're open to learning more about yourself and to learning more about the situation, how to make it better, how to progress. You're not just like, it's not me. No, everyone else needs to change. You're like open to this understanding of like, you know, you need to know more. Basically, you need to learn more. You need to heal more, possibly, whatever it is. You know, you're ready to like look at that. And that's another mature quality in you. This is saying that there's going to be a rest period, a break. I don't think you're going to be with anyone for now. But this would be your decision that you're making, like a deliberate decision. Like you're doing it, and this is on you. Like, this is what you are choosing to do because you feel like you need to find yourself. You feel like you need to go on this journey with yourself and try to figure out what it is you're really looking for, because maybe you're just kind of searching for love, but you don't really know like who or why, or it's just like you just want it, you know, and it's like you're lonely maybe, you know, like most people are, and that's what they do. But really, I think you got a little more healing to do, or a little more understanding of yourself first. You know, you gotta find your worth again. I mean, not saying you don't have it at all. I'm just saying, like, you gotta find that and realize that you deserve so much better than these motherfuckers, you know? And then once you know that, it's kind of like a lot easier to pick and choose because you know what you're looking for and you know what you're not. So, I think you need to do this alone time a little bit more, a little bit longer. Even if you don't want to, it's probably important for you to find out who you are again, you know? And stop, like, identifying with having to be with a person, or trying to be with a person, or pursuing someone, or someone pursuing you, or having that kind of connection. Like, just try to get comfortable with the whole single life, you know? As boring and lonely as that sounds, it's better for your relationships later, because then you've had time with yourself. You know you're ready or not. You know, yeah, I can do this now. This is what I'm looking for, and that's definitely not what I'm looking for. Like, you want to get to the point where you're like, if somebody stops like seeming like they're right for you, you can choose to stop seeing them. You know, you don't have to just see them just because you started already and they're interested in you, so fuck, give it a chance. No, you see that they're not good for you. You know you're not going to do this. Like, and that's just, you know, what's right for yourself. And I just feel like you kind of don't make those decisions just yet, you know, quite as, you know, like how you should. Like, you just don't, you kind of like give it a chance still, even if it's bad for you. And so maybe that's the little thing that you need to work on, you know. But I feel like for now you're gonna be single, but I feel like it's gonna be your decision, and it's a good decision. It's a mature decision, you know. See, okay, that right there, you gotta figure out why, because that's not good. You can't. Is it the people that are around you that are invalidating you and making you feel like what you think you feel and how you express that is not important, or it's like a burden? Because if so, then those people aren't for you, you know. But that's when you gotta kind of ask yourself too, like, am I allowing people into my life like this? Like, why do I think that's okay? to have people around me like this? Like, why do I think these people need to be in my life still at any longer, any minute longer? You know, you got to find these people that are supportive of you, because that's the only way that you're going to be able to live in, you know, in your relationships and be fulfilled. You know, it's like you're not going to get your needs met with these people that don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, but like, yeah, I think that's the thing though that you haven't healed on yet exactly. Maybe you just need to get back and check with your worth, you know, and really realize, like, I don't need to do this to myself, and ew, why would I even worry about them? Because they're not for me, you know, they're not supportive of my path and who I am, and I'm supportive of everyone I'm friends with, you know, so they're not, I'm good, you know. I feel like I'm hurting them when I tell them how I feel exactly my needs aren't being met. Yeah, and that's the thing, people don't like to, like, that's one thing about boundaries, is it like, but it sounds like you're trying to do that. Keep doing that, you know, and you'll start to see who's good for you and who isn't, because they won't give a fuck, or they just will argue with you or try to make you feel bad. Like, that's bye, you know what I mean? Bye. Like, I don't need to feel bad about, I feel bad and I'm trying to bring that up to you, and now you're like making me feel bad about bringing it up to you. Like, ew, just immaturity, you know. It's just, so yeah, it's a distraction, and I know that kind of says that you're even more of a nice person, but that's the thing, you need to get a little more boundaries too. But, you know, it seems like you're trying to do that. I would just say those are the things you need to work on, are boundaries, and understand your worth most importantly, because then you won't feel bad. You know, you'll know, like, well, why would I feel bad? It's like, you don't have to feel bad. I mean, you're not for me. Like, whatever, move on. You know, we're fine. I don't hate you. It's just, we're just not, you're not for me, you know. It's like, I'm not hating on you, I'm just saying I deserve better, you know, like, simple as that. And just knowing that is everything, you know, and that's the work you have to do. Okay, so I don't think you're going to be in a relationship right now, and that's going to be your decision though. I don't think it's going to be like anyone else's decision but yours, obviously. But so it's not just like happening to you though, it's like you're realizing there's some things that need to get done first, and I think that's a good idea. Move towards that, work towards that, and see how that works for you. Let me know what's happening this week, what's happening this month, how you're doing that, and if it's working for you. If you feel better, let me know how that is, okay? So, Asia, I did get your donation. Thank you. Yes, and Serena. Okay. Yes. Okay, so I got Asia and Serena on this list too. Okay. Did we get that, Jenna? Vanessa, okay. We also have Asia. Oh, sorry, got you, okay. Wait. Wait, did we get, okay, Asia, and then I thought we had one more. I feel like we had one more. Did we have another person? I just don't want to forget anybody. Vanessa, Serena, Asia. I thought we had another person. No, we did Twin Lioness and the Princess, and then we had, okay, so it's those three. Okay. Because I feel like there's somebody else, but I don't, if there isn't, good. Just because I don't, that's good, we're on the right track. So, okay. So Vanessa, right? Yeah. So general reading for Vanessa, okay. General. General reading here. Okay, Vanessa, please tell me what she needs to know generally. What does Vanessa need to know generally? This came out the first time, and I thought, well, I just started shuffling, I'll flip it back in. But it came out again, so it's definitely your card. Here is talking about basically, you know, feeling abandoned, feeling like left out in the cold, feeling like you just don't matter, you know, kind of feeling like neglected. For some reason that's coming out here. But it's going to be a good thing for you. It's kind of like the last reading. It's going to be a good thing for you, I feel like, because you're going to be able to find yourself now. Or maybe this is something that happened in the past and now you're on this journey now, or you just recently got off the journey, or you're going to be going on this journey. It's a journey of solo journey, by the way. And it's a good thing. Like this abandonment or feeling left out, or like feeling not good enough, or just feeling like you weren't, you were like insignificant to somebody, or just kind of like you're like just not held to any high esteem to a certain person, or maybe that's just how you feel in general about yourself, like you just aren't important, you think, or, you know, low self-esteem or low confidence maybe. But basically it's just kind of like feeling that lack, you know, but it's going to be a good thing for you, which is why the Wheel of Fortune is here. It's going to be a good thing because basically it's going to push you into this journey here. If you haven't been on this journey yet, then it's coming, you know. But basically this journey is all about you finding yourself and what's fulfilling. Kind of like the last reading, you know, it's like you have to figure out what it is that you find fulfilling, and it's probably not outside of yourself, you know. It's like people want to go on this journey and look for external sources of happiness, and it's like they're just going to keep searching and they're not going to find it, because that's not how you find it, you know. And we all do that from time to time. Like, it's just, you can't just all the time be completely 100% in your consciousness. It's uncomfortable, but well, in the present moment it's not really uncomfortable because there's nothing wrong right now. It's the past and the future we're worried about, you know, things that haven't even happened yet, and things that have happened and been passed and done with already. So it's like, really, in the present moment there's nothing to be, unless you're in a situation. But like, that's the thing about the present moment. So maybe you need to learn how to do that. But basically here you're going on this journey to find what it is that makes you feel fulfilled. And you probably don't even know what that is yet. You might think you know, but you probably really don't. And this keeps coming out too, so I just feel like Sagittarius. Also, if it's not a Sag, it's just basically talking about your peace and harmony, like your balance in life, your feeling of fulfillment, like we were talking about. This is what you're searching for, right? This is what you need to find, and that's basically what the journey's about. You're pretty disappointed right now, you know, being honest with you. Maybe you're trying to hide that from yourself, but you're a very nurturing and caring person, so it's like, it's hard for you to face that. It's hard for you to, you know, you feel weak, or you feel small, or you just feel like it's sad as fuck, you know? So this is you trying to hide it from yourself, trying to sneak away the truth from yourself, because it is disappointing and it is hurtful, you know? And that makes sense, you know. It's just, that's how it is. We try to not feel what we feel because it fucking sucks. But that's the thing with this, is like, you can't do that anymore. And this is kind of the reason that it's happening, because it's not, you haven't found what fulfills you. You're still on the hunt for that, and maybe you'll be able to find it now. Let's see, any advice for you in regards to that, in regards to this journey. Like, what can she do to help herself to realize what's the right path and what isn't? You're gonna have to make a big change, and this change is you. The change is you realizing that you have needs that matter, and you have to look at those things. These 9 cups here filled to the brim, this person's pretty satisfied with that. They have what they need, and they probably have even a little bit of what they want in these cups, because it's a lot, you know. I mean, just to themselves, they're not sharing. And, you know, sometimes this can be in greed, but for you here, I feel like it's a good thing. I feel like it's basically encouraging you to do something different, almost as if a death had occurred. Like, you are not going to be the same after this. Do something so different that, but really serving yourself is what I'm saying. Like, it's, well, yes, for sure, get rid of people that aren't, like, you know, supportive of you in your life for any good reason. But, you know, this is saying the change is, like, you have to start looking at what you want. What you want, instead of what other people want, or instead of, like, putting other people first, you know? This is about you now, and you gotta really think and find those things that you really need, so you know how to get your needs met. Because if you don't even know what your needs are, you keep diminishing them, or you keep saying, oh no, it's no big deal, I'm fine, I'm good, you know, I can take it, and you're not happy. And it's like, because you can't be happy without knowing what you need and trying to, you know, get your needs met. Not in a selfish way, but right now you kind of do need to be selfish. Like, that's what I'm saying, right? That's the change, is you kind of need to start looking at what you need, what you want, because that's the only way you're going to do this. And that's what this journey is about too, is finding what those things are. Okay, so let's see, anything else here for you. I cannot see outside. Anything else here for you? So get selfish. Try to figure out, what do you want? What do you need? It's the only way you can do this. You got to get comfortable with that getting your needs met thing. Okay. I feel like you will have friends coming in that are more supportive of you and willing to learn about you, you know, willing to be interested and engaged in what you are in your life, and understanding who you are, you know, because they're wanting to be enlightened. They're wanting to hear your story, you know, they're wanting to know about you, and they're supportive of you. It's good. I think you're going to have some supportive friends coming in. Also, support in your community too. Maybe you should get into some kind of like support group or something. Just a group of people that are like you, have, you know, feelings and thoughts and even worries, problems like you. And connect with people like that, because those are the people that are like you, you know, dealing with same things you're dealing with. So that's actually a really good idea for you to try out, you know, because it shows here that there's going to be some people around you that are very supportive, and also the community around you is supportive. So it's like people, even if you're like new there, or if you're not, it's like there's just people around you that are supportive. So I think you should put yourself in that place. And the way to do that, I think, would be, you know, a support group, maybe a project that you can work on with other people that are, you know, working for some cause, you know, that you guys are passionate about. You could be actually moving and traveling, maybe. If not moving, traveling. If not traveling, then making distance from things that you know you need to make distance from. The High Priestess is here because she intuitively knows without being told. So I don't have to tell you this. You know what I'm talking about, I think, you know, hopefully. If not, let me know. But I feel like you already probably know what this is about. It's saying you're going to have to move, travel, or make distance in some way. And it says you know what it's about. Is that true? Do you know what it's talking about? Do you know what it's referring to? Do you know why it's saying this? Like what you have to make distance from, or why you'd have to move, why you'd have to travel. Right. So it's kind of like a note to self, okay? It's a confirmation that you need to do that for your highest good. I mean, and so here, though, you do have people around you that are supportive. And put yourself in that place, though. Don't make it harder. You know, make it easier for yourself. Put yourself in a place where you know that you can find those supportive people, because that's going to be important. That's one of the things about getting your needs met and finding what you need and want and fulfilling yourself, is having fulfilling relationships of, you know, people supportive of you, not the other way. Not like just you supporting the whole thing and them not giving a fuck. You know, that's not going to be good ever. So I think it's just kind of like you realizing what you need, you know. And this is good. I like people. A lot of people are having this tonight. It's like just finding yourself and realizing what's good for you, realizing your worth, and it's beautiful, really. I mean, I hope that it's not too much of a struggle. From the outside, it sounds just like, do it, you know, why not? What's holding you back? Like, you're never going to be happy if you don't. But if it was me in your position, I feel like it's, you know, kind of does seem like a lot. Like, it doesn't just happen overnight. But, you know, just start somewhere, you know. Just start with this mindset, okay, that you need to find what is fulfilling to you and what you need and what you want. Because those things are important. You need to get that through your head, that those things are important. If not, you're never going to be happy, you know. So, enough said. I think that's pretty... I think we got that covered. Would you say? So yeah, like seriously get real about like what you really need and want, because you got to figure out what those things are first, and then move towards those things, you know. Why not? Why wouldn't you? It's your life, you know. Of course. So that's what you need to do. Hopefully you are able to, hopefully that's something that you can do like right away. Okay, so Serena. Nice. Serena. You're welcome. Of course. Thanks for your question, by the way, and your donation. I do appreciate that a lot. Thank you so much. Okay. Hi, who will I be in a serious relationship with next? I'm single and Aquarius. Thanks. Okay. And Pinky, we're just doing donations right now, and then I'll get back to the wheel, okay? So, who will I be in a serious relationship with next? Okay, so let's look if we can find the person's sign. Could be a Virgo or a Gemini, because you said you're an Aquarius, and Uranus just came out in Mercury, so Mercury represents Virgo or Gemini. But let's see any further. What is the sign of this person? The next person she's going to have a serious relationship with. She's an Aquarius. When will she... Who's the person she'll have the next serious relationship with? She's an Aquarius. She wants to know the sign of the person who she's going to have her next serious relationship with. Pisces, okay. So the person could have a Mercury rising, like they could have like either Mercury in the first house, or they could have a Gemini or Virgo rising, you know, because if they're coming off as Mercury, then that's their ascendant. So keep that in mind. I don't know if you know anything about birth charts and stuff, but they could have a Virgo or a Gemini rising, or maybe Mercury in the first house, or they could just be very mercurial. You know, maybe they have a lot of Mercury in their chart. They're very intelligent. They communicate probably a lot, either a lot with Gemini or like intellectually, or very kind of like well-spoken with Virgo. Geminis can be well-spoken, of course, too, but it's just kind of like the two differing sides of Mercury more. You see with Gemini, it's just a lot of talking and very outgoing and very sociable and very like sometimes gossipy. And with Virgo, it's more about like intellectual things, or like kind of like more serious people, kind of a bit dull and boring sometimes. I can say that because I'm a Virgo. But like literal things, like topics, and it's like, okay, we're not in the library, bitch. But like, so the person could be kind of like that, but a Pisces too, so kind of like very mystical, just kind of maybe head in the clouds sometimes, maybe very emotional. Not all of them will seem like that though, you know, like the Pisces you just saw doesn't seem like that, but he is like that, but he just doesn't, you know. So like I said, could be their ascendant that was coming out too. And then this is Queen of Cups, so yeah, it's definitely water, you know, it's definitely a person who has that nurturing, that water, you know, deep water. So it might not even seem like, I mean, they might be very creative, they might be very, like, lovey-dovey, or kind of like soft-ish, you know, but if it's a dude, it might come off different at first. Like, it just depends on the person, obviously, but that's what they have in them. And I think they're a Pisces. And if not, you know, they could have Pisces in their chart, but it's cups, you know, so water. It's Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. But we have Pisces here, so I would feel like it would be a Pisces. But more cups here. So you might meet them through a mutual friend of yours. It could be, you know, somebody you meet through a friend or something like that. Or it could be a friend of yours right now. Maybe you already know them. Taurus. Tell us anything we need to know about this next person that she's going to be in a relationship with. Tell me about this person. Oh, I'm sorry, not Taurus, Aries. Yeah, somebody new probably, and you might get pregnant too, so be careful. The Empress means the birth of something. It could mean pregnancy. A lot of times it does. It doesn't always. But I'm just letting you know that, just in case, you know, just be aware of that it does mean that a lot. So just, you know, take precautions. But it could also just mean this is a beautiful new start, new beginning. This could be somebody that you don't even know. This could be somebody that you, like, just meet, and it's new. Or obviously it could be somebody that you've known, but that this is the first time you guys have had anything romantic, so that's what's new about it. But either way, it's a beautiful new beginning. I mean, I think it has a good start. Let's see what else we have going on here with this person, this relationship. Anything else you'd like us to know about this relationship and its potentials, its outcomes, its, you know, things to look out for, advice, anything? Okay, it's passionate as fuck. Hey, secrets. Brings a level of harmony to your life. Okay. So maybe you're a little bit in you're a little bit in a down place maybe, and this person kind of lifts you out of that. I know I said Pisces, but this is Sag, but also, you know, I still do feel like it's Pisces or water. They could have Sag in their chart in some way, or this could just be noting on the whole King of Wands thing here. It's like there's you know, passion, fire. It's very passionate, but and also with the Temperance card, the Sag card, with the Temperance card, it's just harmony, it's balance, and it's like uplifting spirit. So that could be what it is too, passion and good vibes, you know, basically. Excuse me. But and I feel like it is kind of good vibes too because of this. This is kind of like the place you're in, and it's kind of like this is adding to your life. So it's kind of like you'd know who the person is when you, like, you'll know, you know what I mean? Because it'll feel good. It'll feel great. So, I mean, it's probably somebody new. It could be a Pisces person, so watch out for that sign. But I do think that it'll definitely feel very good to have the person around. So you'll probably know exactly who the fuck it is right when it, you know, right when it happens. You'll know, like, oh shit, that's who it is. That's the person, you know? Like, fuck. I'm in for one because, yeah, they add a level of harmony to your life that you kind of need, I guess, right now, which is hard because you don't want to get involved in something like that and get too attached and need a person, you know, longer than you need the healing. Like, you know, let them add it to your life, but don't become dependent on it, obviously. Like, try to find it for yourself, too. But they might be there to just lift you out of it, you know, and help you to find your way out of it, in a way, in the beginning. So if you've been feeling in a down place, then that person could bring you out of it. So that's cool, you know, that's nice. You'll know who it is, too, because it's like majorly, it's like extreme emotion, but in a good way, heightened emotion, but positive, I would say. That it's what it seems like. It seems like passion and a bit nurturing, supportive, caring, with the cups there, with the queen. And Pisces, I'm thinking, which makes sense because Pisces can be very, you know, they can actually go for the damsel in distress a lot of times, and also, like, they want to be the savior, or they want to be saved, but I mean, in this situation, it would be you who's being saved in a way, right? Or, like, you know, uplifted out of your darkness or sadness. But also, like, they look for kind of people who need help, not, like, purposely, I guess, but, I mean, and they also feel very, they feel people's vibe, like, they just feel, they have a lot of empathy, so they pick up on people's emotions, and they could be picking up on yours and wanting to do something to help, you know? So that's cool. But I feel like you'll know who it is, like, you'll just feel it, you know? Because it'll feel very good to have them in your life. So that seems like a really cool thing. I'm happy for you. I mean, that seems like what everyone wants, you know? Yeah, well, this person, you'll know who it is. And, you know, if it's not a Pisces, I'd be very surprised. But it seems like it's going to be. And which makes sense because of how they are, you know? That would make a lot of sense if it was. Or they could have Pisces in their chart, right? Their Venus could be in Pisces, possibly. You know, because we're talking about love here. So keep your eye out for Pisces. And try to learn about charts, too. And you can maybe, you know, if they have Pisces, Venus, or whatever, then that's the person. I would think, you know. Asia. Go ahead and post your question, hun. And then we'll get back to the wheel, you guys. Okay. When am I going to get in my next serious relationship? I'm a Sagittarius. General for this week coming. Okay. No problem, Serena. Thank you. When are you going to get in your next serious relationship? Let's see. When is Asia going to get into her next serious relationship? Please. Whoever's here right now, can you please go ahead and like this video? I'd really appreciate that if you could just like this video really quickly. It helps me out so much. And it lets YouTube know that people like the video, they're engaging with it. So, hey, we're going to show other people and put it on other people's feeds so that they can see it too and join us. So, thank you guys. Oh, shit. Asia. The lovers. So probably pretty soon here, huh? I mean, this is, or at least maybe this is just on your mind, but I would say it's coming up. Let's see what's going on. Maybe a Gemini person. Buzz, no. No. Lay down. Say hi, Buzz. Say hi. Say hi. He always looks so worried. Let's come here. Hey. Look at the camera. Look at the camera. Look. That's my baby. He's my baby. Oh yeah, he's scared of this thing, this light thing, I forgot. It's okay. He's getting old now. Okay, so it could be a Gemini person. What do you think the person is? Do you think they're a Gemini? He's scary right now. Do you think they're a Gemini? Are they a Gemini person, or what do you think for her? What do you think for Asia? What do you think? He's an Aries, so. What do you think, huh? What do you think? This one? Okay. The Tower. Ooh, the Tower. Ooh, he's serious about that. He's like, oh God, you're gonna have to say, okay. This is either gonna be a karmic connection, fated connection, it's something that you're supposed to learn from, or it's going to cause major changes in your life. So let's see what this is about here. When would this happen? It's going to be a serious relationship. When is this going to happen? When is this going to take place? Juice Khalifa. I love Juice WRLD. Okay. When is this going to take place? Oops. Or when is the spark of this relationship going to occur? Like, when is this going to be sparked? For Asia. Seemingly, they don't know. Maybe on the next full moon? Because we have the moon here, and it kind of seems like a full moon there in the center, but, you know, I guess it's, with the moon, I would say the initial thing that I thought was like, it's unclear, or it's, there's no set time, there's no set date, there's no clear path, like there's no straightforward kind of answer to that. It's all still up in the air, basically, with the moon, because the moon is very vague and just very, like, nothing is clear, everything's clouded, doesn't make any sense, really, and is unknown, basically. So, that's kind of the situation here, too, I feel like. It's like, it's not set in stone yet. When? Maybe the next full moon. Which we just had one, so, I mean, got about a month till the next one, probably, but... Or maybe, I don't even know if we're gonna have one next month. Sometimes it doesn't happen in the month. It might be like early the next month or whatever. I don't know personally right now what it would be the next one, but well, let's see. June 24th, 2021. Okay. Thursday, June 24th. Around that time, possibly. Of course, we don't know for sure, but that could be what it's saying too. The next full moon. Okay, and then anything we need to know about this? What was your other question? You said general for this week coming. General for this week coming. Let's see. Any general messages for this week for Asia? Asia, what's happening this week for Asia? What do we need to know? What's important for Asia to know? What does she need to know? What would you like to bring to her attention, please? What would you like to bring to her attention, please, about this week? starting Sunday, May 30th. This week, what does Asia need to know? What do you want her to know? Okay. Make a decision this week to meditate, or connect with yourself, basically. The Hermit's here. So it's saying you're going to have to, go inside and take some time to yourself, and try to hear yourself out, feel your feelings. Don't be, too engaged with others to the point where you're, running around, distracting yourself from how you feel, because it's important that you actually do this Hermit mode time where you're learning about yourself, figuring out what you feel, hearing yourself out, basically. Do that time this week. It's going to be a deliberate decision you're going to have to make, because it's probably hard for you to do that. It's probably hard for you to not be distracted and not, it's hard for you to focus on that. It's hard for me. It's hard for a lot of people. It's nothing, you're not crazy. It's just, this is a big part of your stability, though. This is a huge part of your overall security. And that makes sense, really, because, if you don't know how you feel, you're going to be kind of frustrated and not knowing why. And so that doesn't feel good. That doesn't feel secure, and you don't really know how to even approach it or what to do about it, because you don't know what the problem is. So this is going to be important for you this week to focus on that. Focus on your mental health, your emotional health. Hear yourself out. When you feel sick or you feel nervous, ask yourself why and try to figure out why. Journal about it. Do that time. This is important for your security this week. Very important for your overall pentacle, your overall security and stability. And you're already aware of that. So kind of like how you're agreeing right now, I feel like maybe you already knew that you kind of had to do that, or this was coming for you. It's time for you to start getting serious about that. But you already understand that that's true, or you are following. Basically this already. This is what I feel like, because the the high priestess, she already is knowing intuitively. So I just feel like you're connected with what I'm saying, and you kind of agree, or you understand where I'm coming from, and you know that it's true. You've probably been telling yourself this for a while, or maybe you've had other hints or other people tell you that you need to do that, and now you're just totally, I got it. So let's see, anything else for this week for Asia? Anything you want to bring to her attention, please? Anything that she needs to know? Anything you want to bring to her attention this week? Anything you want to bring to her attention this week? Have her focus on. Okay. Know that whatever your say in a situation is, any situation, know that anything you're involved in and contributing to matters, because I feel like you take this stance of lately, or maybe this week, you feel like you don't have a say in anything, or the things you're involved in, you don't feel like what you say matters, or you don't feel like your contribution really makes a difference, or you feel like if you have a problem with something, no one's going to care, you just kind of have to follow along. And that's not true. It's kind of telling you to take the sword in your life and take authority, stand up for yourself and do speak up and be loud about it if you need to. Basically there's going to be an opportunity for you to stand up for yourself, or for you to kind of take authority in some way, and you need to do that. And I'm saying that you need to do that because it looks like you really don't know the power you have in your situation, whatever it is and whatever they are. You don't know that you even matter, or that you have any say so. And it's there's gonna be opportunities for you to see that yes, you do. And so if you take those opportunities, we can miss opportunities, we can. So just don't miss it. Take the opportunity when it arises, so that you can prove to yourself that you still have that power in your own life. Because I feel like your power is diminishing in your perspective. But it's really not. And other people don't think it is either. Other people know that you have a say, but because you don't believe you have a say, you're not going to say, anything. So you need to kind of stand up and realize that you need to speak up if you want to be noticed, or if you want to be heard, because no one's going to hear you if you don't speak up. But I don't think anyone thinks that as much as you think that, though. That what you say doesn't matter. I don't think anyone really thinks that as much as you do right now. So it's important that you notice these little times that it's going to come up, time for you to say something and do it, and just stick to it. Be committed to what you want, be dedicated to what you're saying, stand up for what you're trying to, whatever you're saying, be that, don't just say it, mean it, and that'll feel a lot better, obviously, once you're able to do that. But I feel like this has probably been a long time coming, because with the Two of Swords, it's like she doesn't know, she's holding swords, right? Because she has the blindfold on. So for all she knows, it's cucumbers. I mean, she doesn't know that if she takes one swing of her arm, someone's face is going to be rearranged. Like, she doesn't know the power she really holds. And that whatever she decides to do is going to change some things, you know? But she just doesn't believe that. Because the blindfold, you know, you can't really blame her. I mean, she just doesn't know. She just doesn't see. It's like, but you're not walking around with the blindfold on. Take it off and look at what you have, you know? Look at what you have, the power that you have, the position you're in. Whatever that is, you know, you have more power than you think you do. And you need to understand that for your highest good. I mean, for you to, you know, live out the purpose you're supposed to live out in it, or contribute in a way that's most productive, right? So, like, serve your purpose, you know. So just kind of, like, understand that if you can. Just try to tell yourself, like, no, I'm important, you know, like, I matter. Don't forget that. And there's going to be opportunities for you to be able to prove that to yourself, too. Yeah, no problem. No problem at all. I'm glad I could confirm that for you. Like I said, the High Priestess, you already know these things, right? It's like just a confirmation, which is good. It's good. It's good stuff. Okay. Are we back at the list? Or, I think so. I think we're back at the list, you guys. Yay! And I know there's people I have to add. So, if you're here right now and you still would like a reading, please just say something in the chat so I can add you to this list, okay? New subscribers, let me know. Paris. Secrets, I got you. Baby Blue. Maria Lou. Rashu. Jenna, the princess. I have you on here still. Pinky, I have you. Get any juice? Thank you. Oh, here. Thank you. Okay. Baby Blue. Okay, so I have everyone on this list then. Okay. Let's just start then. Shuffle. Shuffle. Okay. Make a wish. Jenna says, hi, Victor.
Hello. Sorry, I'm losing my voice.
Thank you. He said hi, Jenna. Juice Khalifa. Oh my god. Is Make-A-Wish still here? So some of these people might not be here right now. Yeah, I have 4 cats right now. Actually, 5? I know. I'm not a cat lady, okay? It's just, that is Felix, you guys. We found, I don't know if you knew we've lost Felix for a while. Can I pick you up, baby? Felix, come here. We lost him. Remember him? Aw, he escaped. And then he came back because we lost him for like over 10 days. Like we thought he wasn't gonna come back. So it was sad, dude. Like we had flyers up everywhere. It was so sad. Like, but he's back. He came to the back door. We're like, yes! It was the other day I was actually live when he came to the back door. I was like, you guys have to go, oh my god. And yeah, it was amazing. It was great. Yeah, I'm so glad he came back. Everyone's saying that he would eventually, but it was like getting to be almost 2 weeks and we're like, fuck, he's not coming out. Like, we call him all the time. He doesn't come out. Like, and he was all like beat up and like skinny. I mean, he's still pretty skinny. We need to take him to the vet still and see if like anything's wrong. He had scratches on his head and on his face. Like, it was bad. Like, you could tell he's been fighting. Which is sad, but I mean, he went outside on purpose. Like, it's like, he still wants to go outside too. I'm like, no. The cats around here, the strays are crazy. Like, he has no idea what it's like to be an outside cat. Okay, Make-A-Wish is not here. Okay, alright, I added Juju's Khalifa. Oh god, do you hear that? It's a cat outside, the strays. They do this call because they, Oh, really? Yeah, I love Felix. He's awesome. I don't know if he knows we love him, but we do. But, yeah, that cat is, like, in heat, so it wants to be screwed, and that's why it's calling out for the other cats to go and screw it, and then there's going to be more cats born, and it's just never ending, so it's kind of ridiculous. Yeah, I'll add you to the wheel, Asia, for sure. Asia... Giselle. Oh, that's funny. I like that name. Okay. Thanks, you guys. Yeah, I am too, because it was very, very sad and stressful. I was the one who let him out in the garage, and then he got out of the garage to the outside, so I was like feeling very guilty and bad, you know. I didn't want him to feel like we don't love him. Anyway, he's back, and we're totally stoked. I'll get Chip in a second. Let me just do this for you guys. This is the wheel, Asia. Love, love. Woo! Woo! Love, love. My favorite word. Are you here with us? I know Chip's my favorite too. I'm just making him bark more. Love, love's gone. Okay. Secrets! Woo! You guys, secrets of the typical emo witch. She has her own channel. Go check it out, okay? Because she's a tarot reader too, and she's really good. And she needs some subscribers. We all need subscribers up in this. No, but seriously, she's an upcoming tarot reader just like me, just like Moon Honey, just like all of us. So spread that love, you guys. Go and subscribe to her because she's really good and she deserves it, okay? So, your question, secrets. Hi, Tony. Imagine. I like that name. Imagine. Hi, Barbie or B4B, Barfby, or I don't know what that's supposed to be, but my question is, should I take this exam? I already think yes, but just because why not? You know, take a chance, do something you've never done before, do something that could bring you opportunities. Like, what's the worst that can happen? But let's see if there's anything against this, which I already know it's a yes, but I mean, I don't know. I think it's a yes, but I mean, it says Princess of Wands, so maybe it is too soon. Maybe it's not the time yet. Maybe it's going to be an action you take before you should. Maybe it's just not, maybe you shouldn't yet, you know? Maybe it's just not the time yet. Maybe it would be jumping the gun a bit if you do it now. It would be like, think before you do it, you know? Like, and that's why you're here, obviously, asking, but You know, there's some reason that maybe you should hold off a bit, I'm feeling, okay? So maybe not. Pluto, judgment, yeah. Use your better judgment in this. Is there a reason that sounds valid that you shouldn't do it yet? Because that's what I'm feeling is just, like, not that it's never, but it's just, like, not yet. Like, not yet. It would be kind of jumping the gun a bit to do it right now. And you have to use your better judgment on this. And Pluto, you know, there's some darkness to this. I don't know. That's odd. In summer, it says summertime. Maybe you gotta wait till the summertime to do it. Or maybe that would be too soon, is to do it in the summertime. I mean, we're almost in the summer. So, I don't know. Whatever's making sense for you, but let's see. The Star. I think there's a good omen to this. Obviously, it's going to be a good thing, or there's hope in it. You know, there's, like, if you have faith in yourself, I think it could be a good thing for you. Whatever it is, it's just basically not the time yet, I think. But, and use your better judgment on this. Like, whether that's, like, I don't know what the exam's for, but if you have to study for it or something, then obviously, like, do that, you know. You have your better judgment with you that day, you know. It's a scary one, you said. Okay. It seems like maybe you have to get more information first about it. Like, you have to have your, you know, use your better judgment, learn more about it, whatever it is or whatever, you know, get educated on it or understand what this is about, like what it really is going to be asking of you, you know, and all of that, like what it's going to need from you. Maybe it's just, I think it's just either you don't have enough information about it yet or, you know, like, because for some reason it's just not the time. Yeah, you don't feel ready. Well, I mean, you're not then, you know? So it says Princess of Swords. This is not going to be something that you can just, like, forget about. Like, I feel like you're going to want to do this or it's going to nag at you, you know? And you're not going to be able to, like, move forward. You're going to want to do it eventually. Like, you need to eventually do it. Probably because it's going to nag at you. But I don't see any reason why you shouldn't do that. The Hanged Man, again, you need to get more information first, though. Like you said, you're not ready. That makes sense, perfectly resonating with that. Because, yeah, it's like you need more information before you can proceed forward. And that's why it's too soon to do it yet. So, you know, give yourself some time. Learn what you need to learn. And you'll be good, I think. You know, I mean, the stars here. It's like have faith in yourself and believe it can be a good thing. And it will, you know. Like, I really do think it will be a good thing. But not right now. You know, not yet. And you need to use your better judgment on that. Because you might think like you don't want to do it later because this is the only time. No, like, just there's other times. You just have to, like, it's not going to be good if you do it now, you know. It says death, change. So the Hanged Man, maybe it's saying, you know, once you get this information, then things will change and you'll feel ready and you'll know when that is. Like, it will be a drastic change, you know. It will be like, okay, like, now I'm in the zone, I know I'm ready for this, you know what I mean? Like, I know what I need to do, you know? So it'll be a shift in perspective or a shift in just the energy of how you feel about it. You won't be worried anymore. It'll be like drastically just a change when you know you're ready to do it. And I think that it'll probably be around the summertime. It might be even next summer. It might be later than that, but, you know, because it could be saying the summertime is too soon. I don't know for sure if it's... Tell me the time that she should be doing this. Like, when should she... The time of year... If you can tell us, like, any kind of time or maybe a number, we can know, like, the number of the month. It says Aries, so, the Emperor. So, Aries season, possibly, which would be next year. If you can wait that long, I don't know. Let's see. Anything else we can get? It could just be talking about you taking responsibility or, you know, being more responsible about it. King of Cups. Queen of Cups. Okay. Your heart has to be in it as well as your responsibility. Like, you have to be ready emotionally too, you know? It's King and Queen of Cups. So it's, like, very much important that your emotions are in check too, for some reason, you know, for this. It's like you have to emotionally get ready for it too, I feel like. For some reason. And then once you do, you own your power and you just take control, you know, of your life. You kind of, like, you you own it, basically, as the emperor. You know, you're in control, basically. You have the authority over yourself, and you just have to, you'll know when that is, too, like I said. You know, you'll know when that is. But I think that's another thing, is that you have to get mentally prepared and emotionally prepared. Yeah. Don't be, don't worry about it, you know? Just learn what you need to learn. Because once you know what you need to know, you'll know that you're ready. But, right now, you're not, because you know you don't know enough of, like, you're not ready, you said. And you know that because you need more information about it, you need to know more, you need to learn more, you need more time. So, I mean, it's just, don't have anxiety. I mean, I'm not going to take that from you. That's your feelings. I can't tell you not to feel that way. But just know that once you know what you need to know, you'll feel better about it. Like, there's no reason to be worried about something when you know what you need to do to not be worried anymore. Just, you know, find the information you need and study it and work on it, like, hardcore, and, you know, you should be good. Like I said, the star, too, just makes me feel like there's hope in it. Like, there's nothing to be worried about, really. It's just kind of like there's certain things you need to do that are practical things, you know? It's not, like, all magical, you know? It's just, like, you know? It's almost kind of like the magicians here, too. Because it's like, you have what you need to make it happen. It's just, like, doing it and making it happen. But really, you don't have what you need yet because you need more information, right? But, like, you personally have everything you need. You don't need, like, anything, any other skill. You just need to, like, get comfortable with it more, you know? Once you do, you'll be totally, like, you'll know when that is. I don't even think you'll be worried. You'll be, like, ready to go. You'll be like, oh, shit. You know, like, hopefully. I mean, maybe you won't. Maybe you'll still be anxiety because that's just how you are. But, like, some people just can't shake anxiety for the life of them, even if they know what they're doing. But, like, I just think that you'll know exactly, like, when you're ready, because the death card is kind of like a drastic change to where it's like you're not the same anymore, you know? It won't even be like how you felt before. Like, you'll know. So, yay. So yeah, don't trip. Just fucking do what you gotta do about it. And everything should be good. Everything should be fine. No worries. Everything. It's like, I hate saying that because it's like, really? But I mean, I feel like that's what it is. Like, it's just little things, you know, that we have to do. Yeah. And just, like, no more. But use your better judgment. You know what you need to do, you know? You're not stupid. You're not, you know, you're good. It's pretty basic shit, you know? It's just like, you're not ready, you're not ready. Good men. 2910. Before. Was there somebody else? I feel like there was. Imagine. Okay. Natalie. Oh. My phone just died, so I have to plug it in real quick, but it'll still be there, don't worry. Just gonna take like 2 minutes for it to turn back on. But when it does, I will add Natalie. Right on. I'm glad it did. Secrets. You guys go check out Secrets of the Typical Emo Witch too. Don't forget, okay? When we get off here, I'm going to do a couple more questions, but when we get off here, just go and check her out. You won't regret it. And you should go live, Secrets, and then they could really check you out. Anyway, let me let my dog out really quick, and I'm waiting for my phone to turn on, so just sit tight. I'm like, who? You going to the store?
Yeah, take you.
Okay. I'll be right back. My phone is still not on, but once it turns on, we're gonna keep this going. Promise. Okay? 2 seconds. I swear to God, it's gonna be not very long. This is Chip now. Look how big he is. He's huge. He's big. He is huge now. Yeah, he's huge. He's the biggest cat we have now, and he's like the youngest. Well, not the youngest. We have a little baby now too. So love, I'll put you back on the list because, like I said, you'll probably be called again. Because that's what the wheel does. It just calls people that it feels like it's meant to call. Ah. Okay, so it deleted all the lists, but that's better because then there's certain people that probably aren't here right now and we don't want to waste time. So whoever's here now, there's only 7 people here. So whoever's here now and wants a reading, say something in the chat and I'll add you to the list, okay? Makes it easier because then there's not like there's not like a bunch of people that really aren't here anymore wanting a reading for us to call them and have them not be here and realize they're not here and blah blah blah. So love. Oh, Lizelle, love, Rashu, Jenna, B4B, Paris, chill. Okay. Fuck, it's hard having animals. Annalise, Valdez, Asia, Maria Lou, Baby Blue, okay, so I have okay, so I have Lizelle, love, Rashu, Jenna, Barbie, Paris, Danelise Valdez, Asia Giselle, Maria Lou, and Baby Blue. Anyone else? Did I miss anybody? Ivana. Oh, Natalie. That's right. Thank you. Ivana, I got you. Lizelle. Or Lizelle. Lizelle. Okay. All right, so let's start. Shuffle. Ivana. Cool. New person. Yay, okay. What is your question? Go ahead and post it for me, please. Yeah. It's exciting, I know. I think so too. And everyone else loves it too, so we like the wheel. The wheel's good. Good people. Chris. Yes, you can. Okay. Is Jayo coming back to me? Okay. Only Jayo is coming back to me. Oh, contact me. Like, will he contact you? Okay, let's see. I saw the star there. Let's see what... Is Jayo gonna be coming back to her? Will he be contacting her? Ivana. Will he be contacting her? Will he be contacting her anytime soon? What do we need to know about that? Will he be contacting her anytime soon? Or what do we need to know about him in regards to how he feels right now and what will be happening the year? Like, you're just not sure where they stand, probably because they're not communicating and they're not being clear on, maybe they didn't give you closure. They're not really being clear on, maybe they're sending you mixed signals. I mean, they're not being very clear on like what they're really trying to do. And as far as you know, you guys are not a thing anymore, or maybe never were exactly, but whatever it is, it's over now. And you know, they're not around and they're not in your life. And but you're still confused, so I feel like they're kind of giving you some kind of false hope, or maybe some mixed signals in some way, because why would you be confused other, you know, if they weren't giving you a reason, you know, even if they're not, like, you're still confused because of the way that they left, you know, how they just kind of like dropped off the face of the earth and everything. You're thinking about this a lot, you know, you're trying to think about what you did wrong and maybe like try to play it out for yourself and try to make sense of it, because it doesn't make sense, because they didn't really leave you with much to work with or to understand about it, which is not cool. So let's see what's happening with this person right now. Currently, what's this person's energy? Currently, what is Jayo's... Currently, what is... Currently, what is Jayo's energy? Like, what has he been up to? Trying to build a foundation, trying to save up and... Okay. He's trying to gain ground again after he feels like he was fucked over too, and I don't think it's by you. He feels like he was kind of betrayed though, and like left for dead in a probably situation having to do with money. So he's trying to figure out right now how to get his stability back. You know, he's trying to figure out like how to get back on, back to where he feels stable again with money. In general, he does not feel stable. I think somebody fucked him over or did something to where they left him out of the deal or something. So he's dealing a lot with his security right now. It's not good. And so he really doesn't have much to offer anyway, you know, but he's trying to work on that. He's really focused on his own stability and his own security, because he feels like he was left in a shit situation. And I don't think it has anything to do with you, but in regards to you, what is he feeling? Is he feeling anything in regards to you? Does he think of you? What does he think if he does? Okay. I think maybe there's people, maybe the community or your guys' friends or somebody, like this got like people know about you guys and the situation, or like maybe he's talking about it, or maybe you are to people. Like it's getting it, like other people around you are aware of this. And but I think overall he still sees you as you're fine, you're good, you're stable. You know, he thinks that you have your shit together in such a way that you, maybe he even is a bit jealous because he doesn't, you know? It's like he's seeing you as like a person who has support and has your community of people to help you out, and you have all this good energy around you, and you're good, you know? He doesn't really see it as like you are in a shit situation because of him. He sees it as like, you'll be fine, you're good, you know, you're doing a lot better than he is, so he might even be a bit jealous about it. Emperor. So I feel like that's, instead of like somebody taking authority and taking responsibility, I feel like it's more of that stubborn kind of like prideful-ish side of the Emperor. Kind of like he's just watching this all happen, and he feels like it's, I don't know if he feels like it's unfair. I get that vibe, but like he feels like it's like, you know, like he feels like it's kind of not fair on him. Like he thinks that like he deserve, like you, not that you don't deserve it, but just that he thinks that you're fine and that he's not, like you have nothing to complain about kind of thing or something. You know, like you're good, you'll always be good, and he's just kind of in the shit situation. Like he's feeling sorry for himself, you know? He's not really feeling sorry for you. He thinks you're fine. So, do we see any communication between these two? Like, what does she need to know about this person? What would you like her to know? What would you like to bring to her attention about this person in regards to the relationship they had or whatever connection that they had? What do you want her to know? What do you want me to explain? Or what, you know, how can I be the messenger for her through you? Or for you through me? How can I help her to understand what you're trying to say here about this person to her? What does she need to know? Seven of Swords. Okay, so that could be instant karma. He could have been stealing something from you under your nose without your awareness. You might still not even be aware of it. And that's the thing. That's probably why he's in financial difficulties right now, and that's why he feels like jealous and feels like you have what you need, because he feels like you always will have what you need, you know? And like, he feels sorry for himself. Like you have more and you always will, and you're just lucky like that, or you just have that support that he doesn't have. And then he's thinking, you know, but it could have been instant karma because he was stealing from you, or he was taking from you without your knowledge. So now he was left, you know, shit out of luck in a situation. Now he's just trying to scrounge back any kind of change he can to feel secure again. He's not realizing what he's done. He's not realizing that karma's a bitch, you know? And he's not realizing that he needs to change some things in order to not be in the situation that he's in and feel sorry for himself, you know? It's like ridiculous. It's kind of like he needs to grow up a little bit, I feel like. I feel like this is kind of like a good reason, or it's kind of a good... It's okay that he's out of your life, because honestly, like, it's really not needed. That's negative as fuck. And it's a person who, like, he's jealous. I mean, it's just like he doesn't even see that, like, he did something wrong. You know, like, he did something to deserve... I mean, not that you wanted him to be in the situation he's in now, but it's just like he's in it because of his own actions, and he doesn't even realize that. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I think that he's where he deserves to be, and honestly, so are you. Even if you want him in your life again, it's kind of, like, better that he's not, because he's pretty immature, seemingly. Seems pretty, like he's not, like, he doesn't realize that his actions, like, you know, like, cause and effect, you know what I mean? Like, he's in a situation because of himself, and not you. You know, but he just doesn't feel bad about it, really. You know, he just feels kind of like you're fine, and, you know, it's, like, weird. But it's immature is what it is. So I just feel like, you know, I feel like you're better off, you know, really, even though you don't see that right now. Hi, you guys. Thanks for coming. Wow, 47. It's the most I've ever had, so thank you. Tell your friends, please. It's okay, you guys, it's good. 51, look, we're getting more. I don't know how this is happening, but I don't know how the spammers know about, I don't know, but I'm cool with it. What's up? How are you guys? I hope you guys are having a great night. Seems like it. Damn, everyone's very active. Glad you guys are here. I can't twerk. I wish. That'd be cool. I would do it if I could. I can't though, so. Sorry about that. Okay, okay, so here you're gonna have to use your better judgment though. Let's get back to the reading. You're gonna have to use your better judgment here. And again, I feel like it's saying like it's better this person isn't in your life. I don't feel like this person's gonna be around anytime soon, really. At least not by the end of this year, because they're still feeling sorry for themselves, and that's fine. Whatever, they can do that. They can go and cry in a corner, and it's not gonna change anything about their life, you know. So they're just gonna be stuck there in that feeling sorry for themselves. But you are going to use your better judgment, and you're going to use your strength to get the fuck out of this. You know what I mean? You are going to overcome whatever this is, and you're going to be able to see soon, okay, I know what I need to do, and I know that this is better off for me. And I know you probably hate to hear that right now, honestly, because I would hate to hear that if I was asking something like this. You know, I understand, and I'm sorry, but I'm not going to lie to you. It looks like you're going to be in a more stable position, you know, this way. But you have to use that better judgment of yours and your strength. Lean on those strengths that you do have, because this is going to become another one of them. You know, this situation that's sad for you and hard for you, it's going to become another one of your strengths. I'm sorry, I don't do reversals. And this is a supportive person in your life. Maybe it's you. Maybe you're just that person who gives yourself that, you know, what you need emotionally. But basically here with the King of Cups, it's like you will have that support around you. It's good vibes and good energy and support. So this person that you're asking about is not in the same position as you. And I feel like if you can just see that that the person you were dealing with was really not your person, you know? And I know you probably hate to hear that, but I'm just going to tell you how I see it. And honestly, it's a good thing. Like the way I can tell you this now, because I'm on the outside and I don't have your feelings and I'm not involved in it emotionally. but I know it's better for you, and it makes me feel good, like, having this reading for you, but I know right now you probably don't see that or feel that, but you will, you know, if you can just realize that, like, you are so much better off, then you'd be on, you know, you'd be on the right path. You'd be just, you need to get a head start on that path and just go for it, you know? This person is not even in your fucking field. And I'm not saying that for you to be conceited or anything. I'm saying, like, be modest, be humble, whatever. But, like, just, I mean, honestly, like, clearly it's not your person, and that's fine. So he can go and feel sorry for himself and not even understand what he does has an effect on people, too. And you can just, like, find somebody who's better for you, because that's a waste of time. But to answer your question, I don't see them coming back right now. And I don't see communication. I see a whole bunch of them feeling sorry for themselves. And you progressing in life, and hopefully you can lean on your own strengths and realize that, yeah, you're fine, you're good without this person, you know? Hate to say that, but I don't, because it's true. Like, that's what you need to know. Garima, I'm gonna add you. That's what you need to remember, is that, like, this was just a part of the journey. It's not the whole thing, and it's not the destination either. And you're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Well, you're here watching me, so I guess I'm pretty entertaining to you. Thanks. It's okay, you guys. I'm getting viewers, and that tells YouTube that people like this, people are engaging with it, so it's gonna bring more people to the stream. So it's like spammers, like, because of some racial, I don't know, some racial thing, I guess. I really don't care, honestly. As far as I know, none of us here are racist, so I'm really not concerned with it, but I'm glad you guys are here. And see, now they're leaving because I enjoy them. I enjoy you guys. I want you guys to be here. Please, stay. Please, what are you doing leaving? What would you do that for? I want you to be here. I really do. I really don't mind at all, because it's giving me viewers, and that tells YouTube that people like this, and then it'll give other people, it'll put it on their feed, and then maybe more people will come. So cool. Yeah, Nikita's not spamming. I don't know. Yeah. Okay, so is there anyone else that I didn't add? Like, is Beauty a person? I don't have any crack. Sorry, I can't do that because I don't have any crack. But, Kenneth, Lose Love. Yeah, Beauty, I was wondering, is that... Beauty. Who's Ice Poseidon? I'm curious. Yes, Love, you are still on the wheel, for sure. No, Simone. Zach, is that a person or no? I don't think so. Meth or crack? Neither. Happy Merchant. Okay. Yeah, I know that one already, Kev TV. Yeah. Natalie, yeah, just start learning what they mean. Like, watch tarot readings. The way that I learned was just by doing readings. Like, eventually you'll just learn. Like, eventually you'll just know them. I mean, it'll just be like nothing to you. But what you should do is start to like write them out and start to like, just do a suit at a time, maybe, like however you need to do it. Just start learning and like start doing readings and start looking it up. Like, every time you do a reading, like look up each card and like it'll start to become more clear to you. It took me a couple months, but really you'll be fine. Like, you'll figure it out. I mean, it's not that. It seems like a lot, but it really isn't. Like, once you get into it, you're gonna get into it. Then you'll start remembering, and you'll have your own associations with what the cards mean and stuff. So, it should be you'll learn in no time, And High Vibrations 44 is the tarot reader that I started getting interested in tarot because of, and she's really great. She was always spot on with me. Like, I mean, she doesn't do like personal, she does, but she would do like her, the signs every month or whatever, and every single time it was like spot on. So I was just like, this is really cool. Like, I've never seen anything like this. And that was back in like 2018, I think. And so I just got into it and I just started doing it. And so I thank her for that, because she's High Vibrations 44. You guys should check her out. She's really great. Yeah, she's really good. I love her a lot. She's cool. And Tyler's Tarot. I learned about him after I started tarot reading, but yeah, I mean, he's one of my favorites too. Tyler's Tarot. He's like fucking hilarious, and he's spot the fuck on too. Like, no, I don't even know how he does that. Like, I don't even know how people just like always do that. It's like they're really good. I mean, just like every fucking month is just Tyler's Tarot goes on way more than every month too. Like, he does readings like every day almost. So okay, shuffling. But High Vibrations 44, she's really great too. It had to be Kenneth. So, what is your question? I don't really think anything about black people more than anyone else. So, anything else? Yeah, sucks. Nope. I know! How weird, Wheel. Because the Wheel wanted to expose him, you see? Wanted to expose him early. He's one of those sneaky motherfuckers. That name, I'm telling you, it's not a good one. People with that name, just really all of them are no good. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that, but it's true. All the Kenneths I know, not good people. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, okay? Bring me a Kenneth that's a good motherfucker, and I'll change my mind. But until then, personal experience, not only one person. So you tell me, prove it. Prove it. I'm telling you, you can't, can you? Hi, Cat. You can't, can you? I'm telling him about the name Kenneth because this spammer Kenneth was on here. And then it was exposed like he just ended up being a spammer and not a real person. I'm like, I'm telling you, that name. I'm like, prove me wrong. Like, seriously, bring me a Kenneth that is not a piece of shit. I will be like, okay, you were right. But until then,
It's getting better.
It's true. Yeah, that name gets a bad rap. with more than a few that I know. More than a few. Yeah, I guess it's just a coincidence, but no, I mean, it's just, it's a thing now. Noted, you know, another one right there, so prove me wrong. I'm just telling you, seriously, you can't do it. Natalie, are you here? Okay, my question is, if I am going to have summer school this year, Libra. Okay. Tell me about this summer for Natalie. She's a Libra. Tell me about her summertime and what that's going to be like for her. Can you give me the vibe around that? Is it like, you know, like it should be able to say like what you're doing, and that should be able to give us kind of a hint at what, you know, if you're in school or not, in summer school or not. Tell me what her summer is going to be like. Okay, so maybe. It's a revolving door. It's kind of like you're stuck there, and that's because of past actions that you can't really go back and change, and you're working very hard. Yeah, I would say you are. I would say you are going to have summer school, yeah. Because you're going to be working very hard. It's going to be something from the past that you can't really just brush off because it has consequences, so you have to go, you know, to make up credits or like whatever, for whatever reason it is, whatever you're having to go for. It's because of something in the past, you know, either you failed something or you didn't attend or whatever it is, so some reason from the past that you can't change now. And you're kind of stuck on that, you know, that's why you're there. But you're feeling stuck there, too, so it's like you're not free this summer. You're at summer school, so I would say, and you're working very hard. So, I mean, yeah, I think you're definitely going to be in summer school this summer. Sorry to say that, but it's true. Just don't let this be a revolving door, though. Like, don't let this be a pattern. Like, just get it done and do something different. Like, actually do it so you don't have to do it again, you know? Because there's the risk of that you would have to do it again because you're doing the same thing you've always done, which is why you're there in the first place. So don't do that. Do something different. You have control over it, you know. People think that like people think that like they don't really have control over their lives, but they really do, you know. You can change this for yourself. You can give yourself a better chance of next summer not having to do it, or being better off when you go back to school this next year, you know. I think I have to add cat 111 Aztec. Oh no. Another spammer. La la. Okay. Okay. Cat, it's you. Are you still with us, Cat 111? And of course you can, Liz. Of course. And I'd appreciate that. That would be cool with me for sure. Definitely open still for donations. But for right now, Cat, are you here? And if not, then we'll pick somebody else. I don't think she is because she probably would have said something by now. Oh, okay, cool, perfect. No, she's here. So, go ahead and post your question, Kat, and we'll get started for you. Okay, can you guys like this video really quick too, please, if you can? It just takes a second, and it really helps me out a lot. It helps YouTube to see that people are engaging with this and that they like it, so please go ahead and do that. Thank you. Okay, Liz, where did you donate? Because I did not get a notification really quick. Let's see. That was kind of cool for a second, though. It was at like 50 people in here, and then now it's at 10, but that's okay. I mean, that's the highest I've ever been, so I'm cool with it. Okay, yeah, I do see that. I don't know why it didn't notify me, but I see it right here. So, okay, yes. Okay. So, Kat, did you post your question? I don't know, we're still waiting on her to post. Yes, thank you, Jenna. This girl, telling you, she's the one. For me, not you. Okay. She's the one, though. She's really good. She keeps shit in order. And as you can see, that's needed around here. I don't know where I'd be without her, seriously. Telling you. It's like, yeah, right. I would not even be doing this, probably, without Jenna. I mean, like, you know, I've done it without Jenna, but, like, since she's been my moderator, she's helped me so much. Like, that's an understatement, of course, but best mod. No joke. No lie. Aw, thanks. I appreciate you too, shit, and I love you too. No joke, no lies. She's like one of the best. I mean, she, as far as I know, she is the best. And she's mod. No, she's other mods. She's for other channels too. It's not just me, but is Kat not here? Was Kat a spam too? I don't understand. She's like, I'm here, and it's like, okay, what's your question? We'll come back, okay? So Liz, go ahead and post your question, please. And we'll start on you, okay? Because we gotta keep it moving, you know? Fuck it. Why would we wait? Like this long. What will happen between Scorpio and I? Okay. So like romantically or like just... Let's just see what comes out first of all. What's gonna happen between Scorpio and Liz? What do we need to know about Scorpio and Liz and what is gonna be... What's gonna be happening between these two? Okay. Wow, so there's gonna be some kind of a reunion. Maybe there's not, maybe there's nothing. Oh, thank you, Luna. I'll definitely, get to you right after this. So there's, I mean, it shows reunion and lovers. So if you guys aren't talking right now, you're going to. And it shows that, like, a solid foundation is trying to be built. So, like, somebody, you know, saving up money or, you know, like... trying to save for something and build something up. It's like, and then it seems here like, yeah, it's you know, like maybe you guys have separation right now or there's a breakup or something, but it seems like that's going to be like it's going to be coming back together pretty soon, lovers. And it seems like it's trying to be somewhat stable. I mean, because of the Four of Pentacles, like you guys are trying to save up and actually build something together. So I mean, that seems promising. Let's see what else we can get here, because I know there's more. Always is, right? Okay. Thank you, guys. I appreciate that. So what else is happening between the Scorpio? Okay, we do see commitment. Okay, so if you were questioning that at all, I feel like you shouldn't now. I don't know how they're acting right now. I mean, we can look into that so I can better understand, but it seems like whatever's happening now is, I mean, you're gonna get together again or maybe for the first time and build something stable. Are you totally shocked by that? Okay, what else do we need to know about this? Unless they're married is what it's saying or something, but the Hierophant, you know? Afraid. There's fear. There's let's go ahead and close the donations list for now, Jenna, because I don't want to add more on that I don't know if I can do, because I'm going to be tapping out soon. But for now, I'm not. So, but let's just not get ahead of ourselves here. Okay, so we do have somebody in fear, and that's probably the Scorpio, because, you know, they're skeptical and they have trust issues from the gate, you know? It's like difficult. They don't just trust you. But they probably are suspicious about you, and maybe but they've been through some shit, obviously. You know, they have been through some shit, and it's not paranoia. It's not just being a Scorpio, it's like also life. And so they've been through some shit, and now there's Sag energy here, Sagittarius. If it's not a Sagittarius, then we're talking here about, and it kind of seems like something from the past. So it could be their past person was a Sag, and that really fucked them up. And now they're kind of afraid of love or whatever. They're afraid of whatever. They're anxiety ridden about it, or they just don't trust. They're not as open. Like, they're hyper vigilant. They're always searching for like what's gonna go wrong. You know, they know something's gonna go wrong. Maybe it's because they're past person. And if it wasn't a Sag, then it's just saying like their harmony was fucked with in the past. And so now I'm surprised they'd even want a commitment at all, because they're just so afraid of it. But I mean, obviously they trust you to some degree, because they want that, you know? Because I don't know how to feel about him yet. Okay. Anything we need to know about this person specifically that she needs to know for a relationship kind of thing? That's water, that's Scorpio, but also caring, nurturing. It seems like they're okay, you know? And watch right when I say that. That always happens. Anything else we need to know regarding this person? Queen of Wands, very independent. They're going to do what they're going to do. That could be kind of the thing that you do have to see with the Scorpio, is they're stubborn, you know, too, and very, like, they're going to do what they're going to do. Like, they might be that type of person that's not really going to compromise with you as much on shit that they're already trying to do. Like, if they already have their mindset, you know? So that could be frustrating sometimes, but I mean, that doesn't really seem like a big thing. But they're very independent, which is good. So they might even be just used to being on their own. Like, they don't need to be in a relationship, which is kind of a good thing, because that means they really want to be there. They don't need to, but they want to. Prince of Cups, early stages. They might be a little immature emotionally, or in love relationships, they might be a little immature, or just, like, not really exactly sure how to be, like, well, mature, you know? They just haven't had much experience with it, and the experience they've had has been pretty rough. Queen of Pentacles. So they are forming into a more mature person, which is good. They are focused on their stability, which is good. That seems like a more mature person that you'd want to be with anyway. But, you know, maybe the Page of Cups is just saying this is the early stages of a relationship, of them offering something to you. Because it does seem like they are going to be offering something to you eventually. But you have to get to know them first, and it's going to take some time, because they're a Scorpio. You know, you can't really just jump into it with them unless they're the player Scorpio, and then they don't give a fuck. But I mean, not that they don't give, but you know, they're a player. So if they're not the player type, it's definitely going to take more time than just, you know, it's not going to be a quick thing, because they have to learn to trust you first. And that can be a challenge to get a Scorpio's trust, because they don't trust for shit. Especially because this person that you're dealing with has been hurt in the past. So, like we all have, but I mean, it really affected them. So I'm surprised that they're even interested in any kind of commitment with anybody, you know? Obviously you seem like a good choice to them, so that's why, you know, but, yeah, I think you're good. I mean, it's probably good that you don't know how to feel about them either, because you shouldn't just jump in and trust them. They're not doing that with you either, you know? I mean, get to know somebody. It takes time, you know? Don't just trust them anyway, you know? I think that's a good approach to things, you know? Thanks, Natalie. Or Natalia, sorry. I thought it was Natalie the whole time. Sorry, Natalia. Thank you. And you have a good night too. I'm glad I could do the reading for you. I'm glad you came. I'm glad you asked your question. I'm glad you're here. And Liz, thank you. It wasn't called, Pinky. It wasn't called. But I'm glad you're back. Okay, Luna, go ahead and post your question. Yeah, go ahead and post your question. There's been no communication between Gavin and I for almost 2 months. He's still haunting my thoughts energetically. Is he coming back? Got you. Tell me about this Gavin person for Luna, and tell me what we need to know about the connection. What is between them now? So it's still very much, when you guys look at the situation, it was at least at some point a very happy situation, promising, and it seemed like you had it all together. Like there was no reason to break up. Like there was no reason, not that there was no reason to, break up, but it was like you guys both look at the situation and think like it was happy at some point, like it very overjoyously happy. But somebody, this is 2 10s right here, so this is like at the top level, like this is the most you can get out of the suit, and basically it's extreme, you know. There's a lot of happiness and a lot of potential, maybe a lot of promises, like a lot of hopes for happiness and you know, basically togetherness and being able to be happy together. But then somebody ended up feeling like they were doing all the work. Somebody felt like they had all the weight on their back and they were putting out most of the effort while the other person wasn't. Now I don't know if this is true, but this is what they perceive it as. So it could be that they felt like they were putting out most of the work and you weren't putting in the work for some reason. Even if that's how you feel about them, you know, that's possible too. But, you know, I'm not saying it's, you know better what really happened, but I'm just saying that that's kind of how it seems to me, like that's how they feel about it. So let's see. What is this person up to now in regards to, well, let's see what they're up to now. Okay, they still care, but they're afraid of, they don't want their, they feel like their stability was rocked. Like they feel like everything it kind of like fucked them up inside to where they feel like they're not as stable as they used to be. And they blame it on this past connection. You know, they blame it on this connection that they still probably think about too. And it fucks them up then too. So what are they doing now in regards to this connection? Thinking about it a lot. Making a decision to go in the direction of their stability. Hang out with friends more, save money, and learn what they need to learn about themselves so that they can move on. Yeah, so they're basically, they are still pretty fucked up about this too, I think, you know, really. Even if it doesn't seem like they are, they're blaming this stress and anxiety they feel on this past connection. I don't know if they're taking responsibility or not, I mean, but it just seems like this was a big thing for them. You said, there was until he had to deal with past drama to deal with, I felt it was one-sided. You felt it was one-sided. Okay. So tell me about the end of this year. What's the energy between them by the end of this year? Okay, possibly a comeback around. Someone heading in that direction of, you know, shooting the arrows of love towards you, or you receiving them, or you sending them yourself. But there is definitely love here still. Maybe a new exciting adventure together. Maybe something new and you know, fuck the past. I'm not going to worry about that. You know, like risk almost, because it's always a risk in love. But since there's been like hurt in the past too, it's like there's really you know, the need for a fresh start and the need for something like a fresh start, but also a new experience of it, like forgetting about the past, not letting it affect you, kind of just going for it. And then this person, it kind of seems like, okay, by the end of this year, I still think that there's like a connection there, and you guys might, one of you will be offering that to the other person, or like it'll be known, you know, because the arrows are pointing, you know, well actually the arrows are pointing away, so I would say you're probably receiving it because it's like that's what's coming in. But and very quickly too, suddenly. It wouldn't be like a thing that it's planned. You would just all of a sudden it happen. You'd be like, whoa, where'd you come from, kind of thing. Unless it's you that does it, and then obviously that's how they would feel. But I think that you guys still have something there. It's like, I mean, it seems that way. It seems like, and it's not saying you guys are gonna have a fresh start. The Fool was there, kind of saying like that's what's, needed here. And I think that it's harder than that than to just make that happen, especially when there's shit from the past. But like, if you can do that in some way and like allow that, then that might be a little bit easier for you guys to connect again. Because if you guys come back together and it's based on the past, and you guys are like always talking about it, worried about it, I feel like that's going to cause problems. Like you need to be able to at least let it go. But if you feel like you can't, then yeah, I mean, you address it. But like, it seems like that's what they're wanting is kind of, that's what they would want is to just like start fresh, which might not be possible because you might want to talk about some things, but does he want the same thing I want? Give me the Two of Cups if they are feeling the same about each other. Okay. Okay. Okay, do you know what the other person's sign is, the baby mama? Is it Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, or Aquarius? She's a Capricorn like me. Okay, and he's a Pisces. Okay. So we did get the Two of Cups, but I didn't get it like at first. What I got before that too was the Five of Swords. So I'm wondering if that's her or what. But you said she's Earth. Is she younger than him or you? I mean, is she younger than you guys? Like younger Earth sign person? She's probably okay. So she's younger. Yeah. So that could be her then. That could be her. And because we see this third part, so we see that, does she want this, does he want the same thing you want? This is what comes out is the direction is headed toward three people collaborating basically together, exchanging ideas, so cooperating. It's not arguing, but one person is interested in whatever the fuck they want out of it, and they're gonna, get what they want. Like they're concerned with only that. They might come off as cordial, but no. I mean, they're only concerned with what they want, winning, and that's the younger Earth sign person, I would say. But there is hope here for maybe, you guys to come back together. I don't think that it's them with this person, because they seem like a nasty character. Unless this person is so nasty that the manipulation skills that they have has your ex, or has, Gavin, believing that they're better for, like, that he is actually still wanting that with her. That's possible, because some people are that good. But if he's, like, already over it, then I would say this is about your guys' energy. But let's see if we can find out for sure. What is this Two of Cups here for? Virgo, the Hermit, Mercury, the Magician, Prince of Wands. Okay, so unless you do this, what it's asking you to do is you need to go and have a talk with yourself. You need to go and meditate, journal, whatever you need to do. But you need to get right with yourself and understand how you feel. And on a deep level. Like, don't hide anything from yourself, and have a talk with yourself. Like, where are you at right now? Because unless you do that, you can't manifest anything. The Magician is here saying you can manifest things, but the Prince of Wands is here saying you're going to jump the gun. You want to just be able to manifest without doing any work on yourself. And you need to do this work on yourself first. That's the only way you can do this. I would say that you need to do some healing and work on yourself. You need to realize what your worth is, and maybe you won't even want to deal with this person anymore. And there's hope in this situation if you work on yourself first, because if you don't, you're going to allow things that aren't right. You're going to be just not living your life to the fullest. You're not even going to know like what you deserve and don't. It's kind of like, just like whatever he says goes, and I don't want to see you do that, because it's obviously going to cause some problems in your life, and it's not going to be a fair thing. This other chick needs to like go, because she's very toxic for the situation. I wouldn't say that like for sure you guys are getting back together and they feel the exact same way. It seems like they may be a bit confused and under her like trance. I mean, if I feel like he still kind of has a hook to her in some way. If he doesn't, that's good. But I feel like, you know, even if it's not that he wants it there, but she's threatening him or something, or using emotional manipulation or whatever. I mean, I'm telling you, this Five of Swords character is very like, I'm gonna win at all costs. And they usually do because they don't back down. And other people tend to, at some point, back down. So, kind of want to get a chakra wisdom oracle for you. Victim. And growth. Okay. Both green chakra cards, by the way. Green chakra. Okay. The green chakra. Overall impression is love. The keywords are, it says, oh yeah, discover the wisdom of the heart is what it's called. And the overall impression is love. The keywords are balance, harmony, brotherhood, hope, growth, healing, love, peace, and prosperity. The manifesting intention says the fourth chakra, the heart chakra, relates to matters of the heart. In manifesting, we are always blocked if our heart is not in it. Like I said, you can't manifest anything. That's what I meant. You can't manifest anything unless you know, like, where you're at, you know? There is something very pivotal about every green card, as though each one indicates a key moment of personal choice, right? They tell us about the heart of the matter. In this chakra, we decide whether we will proceed or whether things will get kicked back to our yellow chakra, where we spend time thinking without progressing our decisions. In essence, you will see here whether your heart is truly invested in the actions you are willing to take. Every green card owns the distinction of revealing what happens when you do or don't follow your heart. The question these cards ask is, what does your heart tell you? Okay, so victim is green acorn. To grow into a tree, a planted acorn must be fully brown. A green acorn is an indication that you may need grounding and a more solid plan to achieve what you truly desire. Are you trying to create something before you are ready to do so? That's for you to ask yourself, okay? And now growth. This card implies personal commitment and following one's heart. It is about honoring your growth and the growth of others. There is a sense of courage and abundance and an ability to stand tall. This is a time to uphold what your heart knows is true. I think that definitely resonates with what we're talking about here. Let me know if you understand where I'm coming from with that. Because, yeah, I definitely think that resonates for exactly what we're saying. Because it's like, this is... And it is a personal choice, you know? For you to not allow these things or to... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's very possible. You're right. Like, you know, even if he does have that love for you, it's still, like... It doesn't mean he's the one for you, you know? And that's going to be your decision. But yes, go ahead and post your second question, please. Kat, we called you. We called you, hun. Met a guy named Philip. Vibes are cool. Where is this going between us? I like that question. Okay. It's funny. Okay. Vibes are cool. Where is this going between us? Liz and Philip. Okay, well, elaborate, please. The Hanged Man, waiting for more information, getting to know each other. I feel like, so you have the Wheel of Fortune here. So it's going to be a good thing, right? Like, it's going in a good direction from the start. And then we have the Hanged Man, the Six of Swords, and the Magician. So the Hanged Man's all about, like, you waiting for something, like, you know, needing more needing more information first before you can, like, proceed forward in a certain direction. So it's kind of like, I feel like it's just the getting to know each other thing stages, you know? Like, you're needing more information first to really kind of, like, understand where you're at with this person and if you even want to go forward with it, which is, like, a normal thing in the process of getting to know someone. But for some reason, the Six of Swords is here, and then it's the Magician. So it kind of tells me that, like, yeah, you have, like, you guys will be, like, trying to manifest some kind of connection, but what's this Six of Swords about? You know, like, why is there's a distance. I feel like it's just kind of like it's difficult to kind of get to know each other for some reason. Like, there's just a holding back, or there's somebody who's withdrawing or closed off or just not really open. Like, it's almost like they're not trying to get to know someone when they are, but it's like they're acting like they're, like, not. Like, it's like, you act like you're not even in a relationship, or you're not even, like, trying to, like, get to know someone right now. Like, why are you being so private or something? Or, like, why aren't you opening up like you would if you're just meeting somebody, you know, and trying to get to know them? Like, that's what you do, you know? Not you, but it could be you, it could be them. I mean, Prince of Cups, yeah, like I said, it's, you know, you guys are trying to get to know each other. It's the beginning stages of some kind of connection here. So you guys are going to probably go further. They'll probably, you know, try to ask you out or something. Or they'll be interested in getting to know you for that reason. Death, Scorpio. And then there will be an abrupt ending or a drastic change. Having to do with Prince of Pentacles. Maybe it's, like, they can't let go. And Ace of Pentacles. When I first pulled the Prince of Pentacles, I thought it was about something to do with their stability or their money or their security, you know? Like their job, their house. Like something goes on in their life to where they're just not stable anymore, or they need more, maybe they lose their job or their source of income, or they just, like, you know, have to move. I don't know. For some reason, maybe that's what this is about, is they have to move, you know, when you guys are still trying to manifest something and there's that distance. It also kind of explains that there's some kind of, like, immaturity or early stages of something. But then when it turns into the Ace of Pentacles, it kind of tells me that it's going to eventually be okay for them. Like, it's the early stages, and it's kind of they don't have it down yet, but then they work, like, they get to that point. So I feel like maybe this is about, it becomes something more stable between you. Tell me about the connection between these two as this happens. Like, what is the Death card here for? What is the Death card here for? Also, that represents Scorpio, so. Ace of Swords. So there's communication, or there's a sever, or there's like authority taken. Somebody owns their authority. What is the Ace of Swords here for? The Emperor, Aries. Okay. Yeah, someone takes responsibility. Someone takes authority over their life. They realize they have to be the ones to step in for themselves, and that's what they do. They take the sword and they take action and they do what they need to do. So, for some reason, so yeah, this could be, again, talking about how, you know, his financial situation, or for some reason his security is fucked with in the beginning of you guys, in the middle of you guys trying to, like, get to know each other. Like, right when you guys are getting to know each other, something happens to where he has to kind of distance himself, or take some distance or take some time away because he has to, like, work on something that's affecting his life in a major way. So, it might not even be because of you the distance is happening. It's just something that happens because of all the whatever the fuck happened to him, you know, the drama and the stress, and you know, trying to keep his head above water after the shit hit the fan for some reason. Maybe even a parent or something that he lives with lost a job, or something happened drastically. You know, it changed things drastically between you, and it caused some distance between you, but I feel like they'll get on top of it if they're able to own that shit and kind of, like, tackle the problem, you know, because they're gonna be responsible. Even if they're not the one to be responsible for that, like it's their parents, say it's their parents or something, and like it's not really their job to like take care of them, they're gonna be the one in that position, and you know, if they're able to own that and like take action towards that, then they'll be fine. But if not, it might be a bit of a struggle, which is kind of unfair that they would have to be in that position, like taking care of their parents. But I mean, it might have to be what happens. It might have to be what they have to do. And they might, you know, depending on how they react to that, if they're willing to do that, it'll be a lot easier, I feel like, for them. But if they're not able to do that, then it will be a lot harder. But this will affect you guys because basically it's talking about, like, you guys will have some distance and they're going to be going through a lot of stress. Who knows if they'll be able to make it through this, and you guys will still, you know, what's going to happen at the aftermath of this. And let's see what you can personally do, because, you know, you can't really do anything to change anything in anyone's life, like, to, you know, some degree. But in this situation, what can she personally do? What can Luna personally do here to help him through this time? If there's anything, what's the advice for her? What can she do? How can she take action? Queen of Cups, yeah. Just be nurturing, just be there emotionally, you know, because there's not much you could probably do physically or, you know, actually, like, literally anything you can do to make it better, but, like, you can be there for them, you know, you can be nurturing and supportive. So that's, like, motherly, basically. That's kind of what it's, the vibe is, of, like, you just kind of being there emotionally, nurturing, and, you know, just there for him and emotionally, you know. So, like, he may not have a mother that's very emotionally available or nurturing in that way, and that might be something that he's not used to, so he might not really it's not something he's going to go and ask you for. It's just something that you, if you did that, I think he would notice, and I think that would probably help you guys last longer too, because he'd be like, oh, this person actually is sticking it out with me even though I'm distant. Like, maybe they actually care, maybe they actually are worth my time, you know, because maybe they don't really look at women in that way. They don't really have serious relationships, or they don't really connect with just anyone, you know. It's like hard to it's just hard for them to like really feel like people care, or like are really worth being committed to for a very long time. Like, they might be kind of like, they might have dated short relationships is what I kind of feel like. They don't really date for a long time most of the time. But if you're that person, either they're going to take it wrong and be like, I'm not used to this is fucking too much, or they're going to be appreciative of it, you know, and that's just up to them what they do. But I feel like that would be, you know, since the cards are saying that's your advice when they're going through that, is for you to just be that kind of like motherly figure in an emotional way, like not like in a weird way. Then that's pretty much all that you can do in that situation. So when this happens, just know, if you even want to deal with this person still and work through them with this, what you can do is be there for them emotionally and just hear them out, you know, just understand them and just hear them out, you know. That's all you can really do. But that's going to be a big thing, okay? So if that answers your question. I know that was kind of like long, but I just kind of wanted to get to the different aspects of it. So thank you, by the way, for your donation. I do appreciate it. And I'm glad that you're here and new today and asking this question, your questions. You said, noted, this hasn't happened yet that I know of. Right. So that's what, yeah, I didn't think it did. Or you'd probably have asked about it, like, what do I do? But, so when this shit hits the fan, though, that's, you know, it's easy for me to tell you, like, when shit hits the fan, all you gotta do is this. But it's gonna be difficult, you know, because it's, like, hard to be there for somebody when they're not around, kind of, but it's not impossible, you know? If you don't have to stay with them, because it is gonna be a distance that they're gonna be taking, but it's like, if you're willing to, and if that's what you want to do, all you can really do is be emotionally supportive. So just be that person for them, you know? Okay, I'm going to choose one more person for the wheel. I think that they'll end up appreciating that, and you guys they might see it's worth it, you know? Which would be a really cool thing. Princey, yes. Okay. Beth's life. I'm adding you. Okay. I think that's everybody right now. Rashu! Is Taurus loyal, trustworthy in our relationship? Can I trust him? Let's see. Give me the energy of this person, this Taurus person that she's currently dealing with. Give me their energy in regards to this relationship. Is he trustworthy? That's what she wants to know overall. What does she need to know about this person? Can you give us a energy update? Can you give us a vibe check? Like, what is their energy? What do you need her to know about this person, this Taurus? Did you meet them through a mutual friend? Were they a friend first? Did you have other friends that you guys met each other through? Like they were a friend first, or they know your friends, and that's how you met them. But either way, I feel like they kind of are in it for themselves in a way. Like they kind of are, they are out for what they want out of it, kind of, you know, not that like, and everyone kind of is to some degree in things, but like, I would say they're a bit over concerned with what they're getting out of things. What is this Three of Cups here for? Page of Wands. So it kind of happens, it happens quick. And it happens maybe like before it should, like it's premature, like this connection, it kind of started, it came together quickly and maybe too quick, like maybe you guys should have waited a little bit to know each other longer first, like there might be some regrets there. It happened very quickly, you know. It kind of just happened without thinking. Tell me what else we need to know. Or maybe that's their energy, is that's what they're like they do a lot of things without thinking, and it's just kind of like, it's unsettling because it's like you need to, like they're just kind of immature and irresponsible in that way and reckless, you know. So that's obviously causing problems, but I feel like they're kind of selfish in a way, like they'll just do what they want to do. They kind of like the attention, you know, they like the praise. So I do feel like they're a bit immature, like it just reminds me of somebody who's kind of just like not mature enough to be in a committed relationship yet. No matter how old they are, it's just, they kind of just remind me of like a kid who doesn't know they're in a relationship kind of thing. Like they just like the attention and they're out for themselves kind of. Yeah, I keep getting young energy here, like young. Like either they're young or they act young and they're emotionally young. Also Knight of Wands. So yeah, it's like it's not going to last very long. They might just get over it. Like it came in, like I said, it you know, it happened very quick without thinking really much, and it just came in and it's going to go out just as quick. They could be a player too. I mean, sometimes the Knight of Wands doesn't mean a player, it just means somebody who comes in very quick and leaves very quick, and they didn't mean to like play you. It's just they're not serious about, they can't be in one place very long, and that's just how they are. But like, they could be a player. I mean, it just depends on which type of Knight of Wands this person is. But either way, they're gonna get bored and they're gonna want to move on to something else. So it's not gonna last very long. Like, it's not a committed type of person, you know. They don't commit very well. And Seven of Swords. So yeah, it's they could be hiding something and being sneaky. They could already, I mean, I don't want to freak you out, but it's like, I wouldn't trust them, no. Eight of Swords, so they feel trapped. That's the thing. Even if you feel like you've given them space or you're trying to be as cool and chill as possible, like I said, they're just not the type of person that commits. They're not the type of person that can stay here in this place for very long. You know, they have to move around and do something different and try something new. Yeah, they have to try something new and offer somebody else something. Like, that's the beginning stages of a connection again. So that's what they do when they feel stuck, is they start to sneak and they start to look in a different direction. I wouldn't trust him. But yeah, see this? This would be commitment here. And this is Taurus. This is the Taurus card too, actually, the Hierophant. But it also represents commitment and sometimes marriage. But in your case, I think there's no marriage involved. I would say it's the commitment aspect of it, and it's Three of Swords. So obviously that's heartbreak, loss, pain. I mean, it's going to head to in this direction if it hasn't already. I don't think you could trust... I mean, as far as what? Like, as far as, like, they're going to be committed to you, I don't think you could trust that. I mean, I don't think that they're committed. I don't think they're the committal type, and that's what you need to know. That's basically what I'm getting out of this, is they're non-committal, basically. So, I mean, that's what you need to know overall. Like, it's not going to last, and even if they say it will, like, I don't believe that shit, because that's not what the Knight... You know, that would be the Seven of Swords right there. Sneaking and lying and saying, like, oh, and trying to make it out to be something it isn't. To keep you there, that's, like, sneaky, and they're not being straight up, and that's not cool. Because then it leads you on, and that's shit that's not cool at all. That's fucked up. But as far as your question, no, I really don't think that you can trust them. I mean, as far as they're going to be committed to this, or you should trust that they're going to, you know, give you the respect that you give them, or, like, be what you need, you know? No. But, I'm sorry about that, because I hate to tell people things like that, but it's like, I'm not going to not tell you that, you know? So, and Taurus came out, too, right next to the Three of Swords, so I feel like that's obviously them. I do not read reverse cards, actually. But, thank you guys for coming here tonight. I did have a good time. I appreciate your guys' donations and your time, and your coming and seeing me and asking a question. I'm glad to have been able to answer questions for you. We're going on 3 hours, 30 minutes, so I'm gonna get off here, but, thank you guys for coming. I hope you had a good time. Please like this video, and please, subscribe too if you want to join us again next time. Hit the notification bell right next to subscribe and press all, and it'll let you know the next time that I go live. It'll notify you, so you're there and you don't miss it. I'd really like to see you guys again. So, come next time, okay? We'll probably do this tomorrow. So, I want to see you guys there. Have a good night, okay? Be safe.